Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUY. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me, or I'm a man.
Stomping the floppy shoes so hard, it'll lead to class delirious. You praying to stop so much, it's like you're having a religious experience. Despite all of your denials, I know that you know me. And your crew, ask your girl the last time she phoned me. Allegedly, just admit that even now you sing along. And even after I wreck you, you gotta bump my song. You should copyright loser because the dictionary cloned you. Crushed so hard, now my cleats own you. It's that umbrella guy, clutching the verbal hammer, locking you down in this inescapable syllable slammer. You wanna step up and try to oppose me? Yeah, you should ask anyone that really knows me. I'll take your blame, your girl, your dog, and move in your home, only to get out the vertical flamethrower and consume your plastic gnomes. You trip, you whip, you ride, your bride consumed by this mic hitter, just to drop them on the market to the highest bidder. It's that umbrella guy, live from the hat rack, with elbows that hit so hard you'll think it's a nuclear impact. I mean respecting you, please, that's the word you'll never earn. Yet another lesson you clowns have never learned. Along with standing tall in pride and repping values that you feel, and not fake morals you found inside your happy meal. I listen to you with your speaking style education, wondering if your parents bred with their relations. Wearing your big red nose and still thinking that you're a star, while you're forced to bump that umbrella guy inside your clown car. Yeah, it's that umbrella guy, broadcasting live to the masses. Timing out full, sorry we ran out of free passes. We gotta go further and not just expose you. Listen and believe royalty, we gotta depose you. Getting masked up because this flow is criminal. Dropping hammers so hard, they're subliminal. Unconsciously you want me to own you, as the parasol pope is set to dethrone you. And I'm out.
And I'm not really out. How's it going today? Man, it is another fun day with another bunch of, well, it sounds like crazy kicking off. And
it's a double feature.
Yeah, with Megan Fox here to come in and cover it. We can cover that, and we can talk about some of the stupid that apparently is being talked about.
It's popping
right
up. Yeah. But I just want to say, first of all, it is an honor to be here with the Parasol Pope. An honor,
yeah,
sir.
you know, you never know when you need that hat rack, you know.
I found my little Lego tug, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, I had dropped like a bunch of Legos, and so I threw them all in a bag to go through and sort later. And this is my sorting weekend, and I have everything out. And I found umbrella hat rack tug.
That's hilarious. we were playing a game, a board game the other day. Well, it's called ransom notes. You know, you get these with like a random question, and you get a bunch of magnetic words, and you have to like like, make an argument for why dinosaurs are better than people, and you
Right.
get random letters. Yeah. And the first letter that that one of the people came across was tug. They were like, hey, this is pretty fitting. It seems like your channel. I was like, that's hilarious. Oh man, I like that game though. By the way, you
I've never played it. I
it's so
have those
ridiculous.
magnetic letters though,
Mhm.
so that would be fun.
Yeah, you change. We changed the rules. In the rules it tells you, like, everybody grab about 75 words. It's like, nah. What we should do is we put all the words in the middle and have a free for all and see what we come up with.
I like that. When I was little, my favorite game was the dictionary game, which they turned into an actual game called Balderdash. But when I was a kid, my mom would get the dictionary out, and the task was that only one person, like, you pick out a super hard word nobody knows the definition to, and only one right definition gets written down, and the rest of you have to make it up. And then you win points if people guess yours. So if you fool people into writing this fake definition of this super hard word and they pick yours, that's how you get points. And if you're the person who knows the real definition, you get points if they don't guess it. I think if they guess it, you lose points. So anyway, it's a fun game. I always loved that.
I play God, what is it? We'll play a few games with the kids, and we've been playing, what is it, Jenga? Yeah. The tower.
Jenga's a good game. I have giant Jenga. That you think regular Jenga is fun? Get the big one.
Really?
The big one is so much more fun. And when it falls, it makes this horrifically loud noise, like bricks falling on the floor. It's great.
Oh, I got to look that up. My littlest one, it was funny. We set it up on we have it's like a beanbag offshoot. It's a bean square. Sack purses. That brand, Sack.
Wait, a bean square? I'm already suspicious. I don't like square things.
Well, that brand, like a women's purses, Sack. They make when they first came out, they made giant bean bags and giant bean squares. And
square, it just sounds wrong.
Yeah, it's weird though. Like, nowadays,
is that like a Yogi Bo? Like, I've got a Yogi Bo. Yogi Bo is like a
this is like a gigantic like bean square. That's what they called it when it came out. Bean square.
Yeah, Yogi Bo makes those, and they're like the size of couches almost.
Yeah, this thing is huge. So anyway, we set up Jenga on it. It was funny. My littlest, she takes out stuff. I'm like, that is not going to work. There's no way that you can take out the middle and the right side, two beside each other and it not tip over, right? I mean, that's just logic. When she put it on that bean square, it worked because it was leaning enough. I was like, man, this is the weirdest game I've ever seen. She was making, I was like, man, I don't know. Like, I told her, I was like, did you glue these together or something? Because it's not supposed to lean like that.
The outdoor Jenga version is really fun because it's super big. They have all those outdoor games like Connect 4, but it's giant, where it's an outdoor yard game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like those. Those are fun. Oh, I also, this summer we got something called yard dice, which are just giant wooden dice, and you can play a bunch of different games with them. Those are fun.
I'm looking at, man, that giant Jenga. God, that is huge.
It is. It's really huge, and it's really fun. And it makes quite the clatter when it falls.
My kids would love that, I have to say. That's what I'm looking at. Boy, they have knockoffs that cost like 1/5 of the price. I wonder if they're crappy bricks or,
I don't know.
I don't know. To me, it's made out of actual bricks.
We probably got ours at like Aldi or something during the season. When they have those yard games? I swear, I think I got it. I think I got it there. They were cheap. It wasn't a lot.
I'm just looking at like the knockoff types, they have like Go Think, whoever that is, and it's like, it's only $20-something. I'm like, yeah, it's probably made like garbage too, I wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one. It's $12.
There you go.
That's made well. So we were watching a couple of clips before this, that people were having a little laugh at as far as the ecosystem is concerned. One of those was A little troubling, though, I have to say. Would
Yeah.
you agree, Megan? Would you say that
Ye-
clip we saw?
Yeah.
So apparently Paint Chips is talking about going down to Otter Creek. And he has they're apparently they're calling it by an operation name, because I don't know. Maybe he thinks he's storming Normandy. I can't imagine. Can you
Oh
imagine
God,
this?
there's something wrong with him.
Could you imagine waddling out of the sea thinking he's storming Normandy?
Yeah, he thinks he's gonna go down there and I don't know what to harass Jeremy Hales, I guess. And
Man. That's not smart at all. That's a good way to go to prison. That's also a good way to get pewed because you go down there with his background. He's made threats already. He's definitely made threats. He said
that we should sleep with Glocks under our pillows.
Oh yeah.
And then
And he
this
made
guy
that
is
one
making
about,
threats to go down to Jeremy's house. Like I wouldn't.
That's not smart. But then again, nobody accused any of them of being
None
smart.
of these people are very smart. So okay.
I did think that was really interesting. He made that one new statement about project too. That's a threat for sure. You brought
Oh
up.
yeah, the project something into
Yeah,
your
it's
eye.
right here.
Well,
Yeah, here it
you know what
is.
else? They've got the ecosystem literally defending this guy. An ex-felon who did 4 years in a federal prison for federal crimes that included ripping off companies to the tune of $500,000, owes $500,000 in restitution, and hired like mob members to hold people at gunpoint. Are they crazy? This is the guy that they're defending and they're going to help send. I bet they fund his trip.
Not only that, but I hope they do. I really hope they do because that's really what they need. They want a connection to that guy, but they already have that. That clip right there is not very good for them, considering again, there was Jeremy was talking about connections to these people, improving it. He was just talking to the police. Well, there you have yet another one. They're talking about him going to freaking Otter Creek under Operation Odessa. Oh my God.
And when you look it up, it means a wrathful trip.
This is the guy. This is his quote. It's part of it, off of his Substack. He's telling somebody his response to them is that I have something to project into your eye socket, and I'll be yelling that at Jeremy Hales very shortly when my quote unquote film crew is in Otter Creek.
I would love to see this film crew. Who's in this film crew?
It's probably got Darth touch. Be careful down there,
no,
ladies
Darth
of
touch
Otter
can't
Creek.
afford to travel. He's not traveling jack shit. He's not going anywhere.
His mom might have let him out of the house though.
He's not going to be traveling anywhere. He has a child.
Mom, can I have permission to hang out with my big fat ugly friend?
And if he does travel anywhere, watch out, ladies. If you don't want to get impregnated, you better run the direction.
From the glare itself, and and whatever's on his fingertips. Make sure no handshaking.
Yeah, just stay far away.
Gross.
If he gets interested, chances are you'll end up knocked up. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, and then it'll get really spicy, right? You'll end up in one of those videos that might get 300 clicks on it.
On a good day.
Yeah, that's on a real good day.
Martin S. wants to know, is he called the Impregnator? That's what we should call him. Yes.
Well, that's why he's Darth Touch, man. You got to watch it. You
gotta watch out. You gotta watch out.
Mm-hmm. You better watch out. It's like a really bad Santa Claus. You don't want that gift. Yeah.
I did hear he likes to sneak into houses too. So I heard that from somebody.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Watch you when you're sleeping. He really is a bad Santa song.
Oh no.
Yes, one of the victims I spoke to said he walked into her house and watched her sleeping.
Oh no. He knows when you are sleeping. He licks your face when you're not awake. Oh, no. Allegedly.
Oh, what a creep.
Yeah. It reminds me, that sounds like a bad Tootsie Roll Pop commercial. You know, the Tootsie Roll. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a lawsuit? Let's find out. I'll be like, one mofo, you come in and look at my face. Gross.
Oh man, I had a really speaking of laughs, I had a great time watching J-Hip today and Sarcasm read through all the hilarious Twitter threads where Darth Touch cannot help but respond to trolls. I mean, he literally has these entire conversations with a fake satire me on Twitter. And there is nothing funnier than that to me. There is nothing funnier than him having sunk so low in life that the closest he can get to me is a parody on Twitter.
You know, it's really bad when you're arguing with one of those types of parody accounts, because that's all they're there for, is to make fun of you. And it's like, why would you do that?
I know, but he can't stop. He can't stop. I think he thinks it's me. I really think he thinks I'm wasting my day being a parody page of myself.
Yeah, J-Hip's live stream did really good today too. So his channel has almost 2,000 subscribers. It's closing in on that. That's
and
really good.
And he did change his name so that it's just J-Hip. Is it?
I figured out J-Hip why you couldn't find your channel. It took me a minute because I couldn't figure out the search results. I was like, what the heck is it? It's showing me this stuff. So I figured out with J-Hip by itself, it pulls up Jay-Z and hip hop. It combines the two search results, so you get J-Hip, and that's all it would hit on. It would hit Jay-Z and that. So,
now it's just J-Hip, and you should be able to find it by just searching just J-Hip.
I just thought that was funny.
But I put it on my community page on YouTube also. So I linked it to my community page for today's stream, which was hilarious. Again, him and Sarcasm, all they're doing is reading the Twitter threads of these two dummies who can't tell they're being trolled. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. We had such a good time laughing today. I could have listened to that for 4 straight hours. I'm not kidding.
Funny. It was funny. I had a good laugh out of it. I listened to it and laughed at oh my God. It was 2 hours long, but I couldn't tell.
I know. That's why I said I could have gone a whole other 2 hours. I was like, no, you're not leaving already. Come on, there's more.
What's good about it though is for his channel monetization, he's got to be getting close to everything. If you haven't, J-Hip, check your monetization tab. I'm curious. Let me know how close you are. Like that way, you got to be closing in on another one, because they had the hour and 45 minutes and a 2 hour that you only need 4,000 watch hours. So,
what's funny is that one of the people watching this on Twitter sent me a screenshot. Now Darth Touch is accusing J-Hip of being on my payroll. He wants to admit it. You were promised promotion to do this. Admit it. I was like, I'm dying laughing. I'm like, no, but you know what? If I had thought of that, like, I mean,
it's just like nobody needs to pay him for promotion, because damn, they mock him for free. That's
the thing, is that he makes himself so mockable. I don't think he understands what the internet is for.
My favorite.
J-Hip's channel is exactly what the internet is for. Making fun of Twitter threads, of dumb Twitter. Dummies on Twitter.
My favorite quote to tell you. Now, these are people that supposedly are investigating this whole thing and figuring out, everything that's going on. My favorite quote that I've seen so far is this one. I love this one there. I don't know who George is. It's like, yeah, you really are spending a lot of time like just breaking down everything, aren't you? I don't know who George is, but Hales is a big YouTuber, not Lynette. Stop with the whataboutism. I don't know who he is. Oh, God. He probably
Amy,
thinks
this is so true. All Megan's payroll is going to the laundromat. That's true.
that's true.
That's 100% true.
Yep.
How could he not know who George is? And he wants $10,000 to cover this case. I'm sorry, but that should be a big you fail. You're out. That's yeah.
I mean, my God, like when you don't even know like who the basic players are in this, like the two biggest players, you have.
Yep, he doesn't know.
I mean, and what's really crazy about it is they talk about the protective order all the time. That's one thing they're always after, trying to. I think honestly they've been directed to, because the whole ecosystem, they went after it. So these people are talking about the protective order, but they don't know that there are two parties on that protective order.
Right. And they don't know who they are.
Yeah, they have
Wow.
no idea.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Jacqueline says if he doesn't know who George is, he should be paying us.
Yeah, for real. You got that right.
We
Oh
have to
my
do
God.
his job for him. It's so frustrating, but I'm no stranger to that.
For real. I mean, there's nothing worse than lifting dead air, Like, how do you do this? How do you do it? Sounds like one of those what's the sound of one hand clapping? Well, exactly, dead air.
He also accused either the fake me or one of the other ones of having an editor, of not getting back to him fast enough on Twitter. So you must have an editor that it has to go through first. He really doesn't know how Twitter works, and it's so funny.
That's so crybaby too,
I know. And Bruce was in the chat on J-Hip's stream today too. I didn't realize it while I was there, but people sent me screenshots, taking it all seriously. Like Jay is covering this story from a legal point of view, and he's all, "You're not gonna get the right information from Megan." I'm like, dude, I'm not talking to him. He's just reading your ecosystem Twitter threads. Would you calm down? It's a joke.
I'm like a screenshot of that and pulling it up here because that's hilarious. Like he's
hilarious.
Sitting here, yeah.
He's on a troll stream. Putting these messages in the chat, you guys.
Oh, it shows you the people you're dealing with. I mean, they certainly can't take a joke. But of course, you knew that. I mean, when someone's
also,
entire life
they don't recognize what a joke is. They don't recognize when they're being punked. They don't recognize a troll. Look at this.
Yep. This is out of the J-Hip stream here.
I'm leaving. Going to watch Ray. Just J-Hip want accurate info about the case? Ain't gonna get that from Megan. Does he think he's telling jokes here?
Watch Ray. Oh my God. So I saw a clip.
Watch this 80-year-old man in his garage talk about legal issues. Okay.
Print off. I've got some proof to show you. And he prints it off and holds it up to the camera. I mean,
he can't figure out screen share.
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
you got to do what you got to do when you're a boomer.
Right here, I'm going to help you with this. Even though I can't stand you. At the bottom of your search bar, type this word, snip, S-N-I-P. It'll put up a little tool, and you just make a little square around it. Voila, But then again, it was funny. He was like, Bruce is the most trustworthy ever. Look at this search result.
Look at the proof.
Oh, my God.
And tell him what it is.
Oh, it's off of where you
Google.
Put in your lawyer dossier when you tell about yourself. It's
right.
That and a bunch of bullshit reviews.
Reviews that are not, you can't verify that any of these reviews are real. They could just be all Bruce's wife using different names. That's
It's
his
just
proof
amazing.
that you're dealing with the best type of lawyer there is. His
I
own
love it.
CV that he wrote and faked reviews. Or maybe they're real reviews. I don't know. But either do you. And that's what makes it
That's
funny.
the thing. Yeah, nobody can prove that they're real, but hey, just leave that alone. You never know. But I just thought it was funny. He printed them out. That's what we were talking about, He printed them freaking out and he holds them up to the camera. It's like, look at this.
All right, it's true, chat. To be fair, Jeremy does that too. The man is too busy to figure out how to use screen share.
Oh my God. I'm just saying, like his screenshot though, but like, okay, with Jeremy, he's showing you stuff that he's probably sending for a case. Like a lot of the side pictures and stuff like that. He's showing you that kind of
George
stuff.
knows how to do screen share. They're like, we don't have time.
She said in that one live stream, she was like, if you sent me over stuff beforehand, I could set it up.
I could do it. Yeah.
Yeah. But oh God. I mean, it was so funny. He was like, this makes him the most honest person ever.
Read his own CV.
I thought, he'd been talking about pay chips right with that. And apparently Mr. Good Christian thinks that somebody that was sentenced to 4 years for fraud and embezzlement and also
violence.
Violence and
taking a homeless man off the street and setting him up to be a fake CEO of his fake company.
Yeah, apparently that's the kind of person you hold up. I mean, I'm disgusted by people like that, especially since this
taking
guy
advantage of an elderly blind man.
Well, he did videos repeatedly about Jeremy Hales talking about how he wasn't a good Christian. He wasn't a real Christian.
Right.
So I found that to be
Tell me, Ray,
interesting.
How Christian are you when you support a guy who made a deep fake revenge porn video of me and Jeremy Hales?
No, and he's done this.
How
stuff
Christian
before.
is that? And he keeps on posting it on Twitter and on all kinds. Tell me, Ray, I just want an answer to that. What do you think about that? About simulating oral arguments on Jeremy Hales? Somebody made a video. That guy made a video like that of me. How do you feel about that, Ray? Christian?
Yeah, probably.
Is that Christian, Ray?
Probably. He probably thinks that for sure. Oh, man. But anyway, I just thought.
What a jackass.
I just thought, man, but it was funny.
Joke.
That was a great clip. I have to admit. Operation Odessa.
Next time we do a Rumble exclusive, I'll totally show it because we will roll. You will roll on the floor laughing.
Oh my God, yes. You need this one. You need it in your life. That's one. That's one you really need. Man, you got to cue that up for next week.
We'll do it on Monday.
That'd be a good one. Yeah.
Well, it'll be a nice bonus after reading more Depo because I doubt we'll get through this today or tomorrow.
Well, even when we actually don't have court documents that come up, like something new. There's always something weird and crazy that happens in the day. Like there's always,
always.
There's way too many of these. I mean, you have all these little, they're parasitic channels. Like they are tiny channels, and they don't create anything fun or, amusing, and they don't do well. Like if you look again, J-Hib is the perfect example spotlighting how the other side of this doesn't do well, because this guy goes in first 2 videos off bank. I mean, he's getting thousands of hits on them. Those are his very first videos, and he picks up
because they're funny.
Yeah,
that's why, because they're funny. It's not maybe I told you about them, but also they're funny. Believe me, people would have found them. They're funny as heck. And that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You got to be funny. If you can be funny, you can make a lot of money on YouTube.
That's just one that they should have learned by now too. But it should be a basic YouTube thing. When I learned somebody has been on YouTube for 18 years, they've attached themselves to a giant case like this, and they still have 1,700 followers. So they don't even have 100 followers per year they've been on. That's sad, man. That almost depressed me. It did. What you doing, little one? Hey, come here. What you doing?
Hey, let's play my game because those games are not plugged in yet.
Yeah, I know they're not plugged in yet. I know. Yeah, no gameplay tonight though. Okay. You going to see Gigi tomorrow? In the morning? Yeah. All right. Well, hey, go pick out your clothes, get them set out. For tomorrow. Okay. Set them out because it's gonna be real early in the morning. Okay.
You better wake me up if I'm not awake.
I will wake you up for sure.
Aw.
I will.
If I'm not awake.
Oh yeah, I'll wake you up. I'll make sure, but you get plenty of rest. Then that way you can run around and have fun. Okay.
Run around?
Yeah, you get to run around. With the little one chasing you. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, there's for church, there's a little kid. She is a ball of energy, and this other kid, they chase each other the whole time, and in the back, yeah. So she was even like her with all this energy. She was even like, he's got more energy than me. Yeah, I was like, man, ambitions of a 5-year-old. Okay, I think I'm going to pull up what we were talking about today.
I am still on it. I'm on page 38, line 15.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you recall where we left off, Amanda Martin was just informing the court that she's a damn saint because she let this woman get out of her car with her baby and stand in the shade instead of in a hot car in the Florida heat. And we are talking about the the bomb threat day. So we're establishing where Amanda Martin was on that day.
This is a wild freaking Depo. Actually, what I thought was crazy, if people haven't seen it today for some reason, what page was old BBB going crazy on? It couldn't have been too far about
the second page. Hey, Connor's in the chat. Vice, baby. Too cold.
He was going nuts though, like just a minute ago. He was there it is. So he actually interrupts in everything that's going on. Let me pull that part up and then we'll jump forward to where we are, because he, like I said, he flips out for a minute. It's on page 29. We were reading earlier today. So we did a read on Megan Show. Make sure you check that out. You want to catch that. But this part here I thought was funny. I would like to I'd like us to read that little part. Yeah.
Okay.
We should. So you want to be Mr. Manskin real quick?
Sure.
Okay,
I don't want to be, but I don't have much choice.
Yes. You'd be like, you will be Mr. Manskin. So you see now through this, they're setting up obviously an exhibit. We have Amanda Martin here, and check this out. So this is exhibit 1, Mr. Manskin. If you're still with us, this is one that says Amanda Martin's post. Here, I'll give it to the court reporter.
Well, I'd have to see it on camera, or you'll have to send me a copy by email.
I sent you a copy before the Depo started. Check your mail. You have you have the exhibits for today. In fact, that's the subject line. It says exhibits for today.
I appreciate it. I'm not sure if the witness is aware this is a lawsuit about defamation of...
Okay, I'm going to...
It's a tortious interference, and therefore, if you don't begin to ask relevant questions, I will...
Move to strike.
I will.
We're going to move to strike.
Instruct the witness.
Those...
Of her rights under Rule 37 that terminate the...
We're going to move to strike.
Deposition for being used for harassment purposes. You may proceed.
I make a motion to strike that entire comment by Attorney Manskin. We'll bring it up with the magistrate to the judge.
I would like to state my objection. You may strike it after, but I will state it clearly and not speaking over anybody. May I do so now? Start.
There's no pending question to object to, counsel.
I have an objection to state on the record, and this is this. Rule 37 prevents a party, from using depositions to harass and burn witnesses. You have not touched on anything remotely relevant to this case. I will indulge this for as long as I see fit, until I determine that you are not going to ask the witness about anything to do with the claims in this federal action. Using it for ulterior purposes, perhaps future litigation. That's an improper purpose, and Rule 37 allows a witness to terminate a deposition if they feel they're being harassed. That's all.
What a fit. and Shocked's like, yeah, I'm gonna make a motion, make an oral motion on the record for sanctions against Manskin for witness tampering, instructing through the use of improper speaking objections. This kind of stuff, again, if this were happening, if Randy did that, Randy would be in big trouble. Very much so.
Huge trouble.
But
Huge.
I'm wondering if Mr. Manskin will have anything done yet again, or if he just gets away with it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, what a fit, though. That was an epic fit, by the way. All Randy was like is, hey, are you still there? I'm pulling up an exhibit right now. And he's like, you're gonna have to send it to me. He's like, I did send it to you. You know, it's in the email. In fact, it's called Exhibits for Today.
I don't check my emails, especially from you scumbag.
And that's funny considering all the fits he's thrown. He's like, you haven't written me back in 4.7 minutes, Mr. Shit. I wonder how he sounds when he gets really, really mad like that, you know, because all we hear is Bruce Melatonin normally.
Whoa.
Yeah, I saw that. Whoa. Yeah, wow, Cher, that's crazy.
Cher, Hondo in the
wow.
chat.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
We'll hit that
Way
one.
to get
That's
the
wild.
party started.
Yeah, by the way, we did break 3,000 people there. That's good considering I forgot to tag the video. Woo, yes. So, you know, as far as searching, you wouldn't know we were live. So, if you want to tell people we are live, that is much appreciated. If you'd like to go further, you know, after you hit that subscribe and that like button, you'd like to drop those breadsticks, fun employment, man, that's appreciated. Tomorrow, by the way, I'm going to try my best to have a live stream. I've got some testing going on Monday. I don't know how Monday will go. We'll see. I'll play it by. I wanted to go there because that's usually, you know, we alternate back and forth.
Yeah.
So I enjoy all of that. But I don't know. I got 2 back-to-back. Got some weird medication I'm going to be given for those days. So we'll see how those go. But, you know, if not, then we'll kick off the action on Tuesday, like we used to do, you know?
Yeah, like we will be back on the other schedule. That's fun.
Yeah. But I mean, I've liked the back and forth for days. That's actually kind of fun, you know?
It is fun.
Okay. So after having that little fit there, we are going to return to, again, if you did not see earlier today, we were on Megan's channel. It was fun. It was fun doing an hour. Yeah. So that was good. It was pre-game. I felt like we were having a pre-game.
Pre-gaming for J-Hip. Yeah, it was fun.
So we are now on line 15. We'll pick up here. All right.
15.
Continue. So you were outside just for that reason.
No, I was outside because they made everybody leave our building. They evacuated us too. It wasn't just y'all.
Okay.
But that's why I was over here. Otherwise, I would have been over there because they evacuated us.
That was evacuated too then, right?
Yes, they evacuated all of us.
Okay. I'm glad, by the way, she was saving babies. That's amazing.
That's why I was over here.
All right. When you were assisting them outside, you saw Mr. Hales.
That is the very first time that I saw Mr. Hales. I had no idea who he was when I saw him.
You made a rather emotional face at him. Is that fair to say?
No, it is not fair to say, actually, because I actually do not recall even doing that. And could I have, though? Well, absolutely. Could I have done that when I walked into you on accident? Yes, I could have. Did I mean that I just meant to do that? No. But could I have? Absolutely. But
Do you think she suffers from what is it, RBF? You know, resting in faith. You know?
she's not really denying that she did it though. But could I have?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's like, well, she sounds like, I mean, she sounds like someone that might give a lot of people a really mean look. You know what I mean? But definitely for, you know, certain reasons out there. Again, she also hasn't denied that, in fact, she's confirmed that the offices around there, they actually do get into a lot of talks about Mr. Hales.
Yep, they're gossiping about him in the office. Yep, that's been confirmed. And also, she just said she hadn't seen him before she bumped into him outside. But wasn't she just in the same courtroom with him?
Yeah. She just said before that.
And she also lied.
Story.
She said she was in her office, but she was in the courtroom.
She came up with that saving babies story.
Yeah.
You know, in my free time, when I'm not out here, you know, talking about victims to defense lawyers, you know, helping out because I'm a detective. I'm out here inventing how to save babies. I even carry Gerber baby food in a backpack around because I'm such a saint. She does sound like someone that would tell you that. Oh my God. All right. I lost my freaking I lost the chat. Give me 1 second.
16.
Yeah. I closed the chat on my phone. I'm opening it back up real quick. All right, there we go. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Man, wait, give me a second here.
Yeah, it looks like Sherry dropped another 200. Did you mean to do that, Sherry?
Whoa, Sherry, whoa. You didn't mean to do that, right? I want to make sure you meant to do that. Please, like.
Oh, Share Bear says, Tug, sorry you so short. I'm 6 bro is 7'1" here. I'm 6 foot bro is 7'1". Have some more breadsticks. Oh my God. Another 100? Shut up.
Good God. Good Lord. That's wild. And thank you for real. Like, seriously. Man, y'all, like I said, you know, I was real afraid to go to I won't say afraid. I've never been my own boss, you know. I've always worked for somebody else. So going out and being fun employed it was scary, you know, not having a 9 to 5. In fact, you can tell that you're doing something you enjoy because when I do this stuff and I research, I don't ever feel like I'm working. I feel like this is what I used to do, you know, as a fun time after I went to a date. So this being my employment, it's like, wow, that's actually pretty good. And it's lined up with health and everything else. I have more time with my family. It's been great. It's actually been very good. But y'all let me do that. So thank you all. And we get to focus on cases like this case. We've been able to look at every facet of it. We've been able to keep up with. There are certain players I don't want to keep up with, you know.
You don't say.
Yeah, but I mean, I've spent enough time. Like typically, I wouldn't read. I've even gone in and read Paint Chat. There's got to be a cool, funny nickname for, you know, they're the opposite of the dynamic duo. So I wonder what you would call that. I've got to think of a good name.
They're like
for
the
that.
ambiguously gay duo on Saturday Night Live.
Oh God, it's so sad. But anyway, that made me laugh there. They
remember that the ambiguously gay.
Yeah,
duo.
I do remember that.
That was funny.
That's what I was like. Oh no. But I've even read their articles. That's how you know about threats is, and I'm not saying that is the that is not the best thing I've ever spent my time with for sure. But
Definitely not.
Okay, let's do this more.
Okay.
Here we go.
Professional.
All right, but perfect. Don't do that to me. Megan, it was funny one day. You know, we haven't played like at the beginning sneak the professional statement in. And you can only do it on my channel, by the way, because Megan sticks us backstage before that. So here one day she's like, she snuck it in. We haven't known forever. I could hear it. She only got a little piece of it in, but I heard it, and I don't know, it just hit me. I laughed through that whole intro. I probably laughed 3 minutes. The intro popped up with it. It was perfectly timed that day. Man. Damn. Share Bear dropped another 50 on that.
Whoa.
Too. Gosh, man.
Share
Thank you for real. And
you're making it rain up in here.
Oh, real. I'll dance for you.
You need to change your avatar to the fur coat with the dollars.
Yeah, for real. I've got a bunch of those, by the way. I do. I have a bunch of the freaking fur coat ones. That's so funny. Like for the longest time, I just made hundreds of those ridiculous ones. I love it though. I'm like, man, now maybe I can get those 7 watches that I have on my avatar. I used to, this is funny actually. I used to, when I was in college, I did wear 2 watches. I had a final one time. I'd gone and taken a nap. I had a class in like 5 hours, and the watch I was wearing went dead. So after that, I used to wear 2 watches. No joke. I used to wear one faced upward, and I had another one under it. I was like, that'll never freaking happen to me again, ever. So I always wore those around. I'm never late for anything. I wasn't late for that fun, but I was close to it. I was like, that is never going to happen to me again. So anyway.
Yeah, the haters are going to be livid with the super chats tonight, man. They are rolling around like they got hit. Vampires hit with holy water right now. Skin is peeling off, burning off, like the Ark of the Covenant, Indiana Jones movie.
Heck yeah.
That's what's happening over there right now.
I can't wait for you to watch The Thing. I'm telling y'all, I've been talking about.
I know, but now I have to wait till Mr. Fox gets back because he heard us talking about it and he wants to watch with me. So now I can't watch it while he's.
Hey, I'm excited about that though. That'll be good.
Yeah.
I checked Amazon, by the way. It's
like
tell you how much I like
$4
the movie
or something.
Yeah, well, they have the automatic one they defer to. There's 3 versions of it. There's the old MGM, which there's the newer version with a Scream Factory, and then they had an Arrow cleanup. 3 different companies made it, and the one over there looks like it's from Scream Factory. I think I've spent way too much time watching that movie when I'm like, hey, the 3 different companies that did it. Yeah, I've watched all 3 versions of it enough to know which one you should watch because of the color tint. Yeah, that's what it's about, actually.
You're kind of nerding out on this movie.
Oh man, I love it, man. I've got toys. I even have the LP, and I don't listen to records. That was a gift, though. I mean, it was still. Somebody was like, you know what you need in your life? This LP. I know you don't listen to it, but you need this. And I was like, you know what? I do need that. I never knew it, but I do need it. Okay, anyway, way off topic. Way off. It doesn't matter. Who cares? You don't show up here for freaking being on topic anyway. Let's be real.
Let's be honest. Yeah, you're not showing up because we're staying on a schedule.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like today we actually. What's funny is in that time that we sat down pre-stream, we did 60% of what it took us 2 hours and something to read.
I think so.
Oh
I think so.
And today we moved a page. So wow.
Yeah, it happens.
No, I like it.
I'm blaming Tug.
Yeah. Well, Shizzy, this is the thing, and it is an advertisement for Shizzy too. Shizzy runs at a better pace than we do. He does. And I don't know if that's that is a compliment to him, but I don't know if that's a compliment to me because Shizzy is like, look at me, I wear a safety helmet and stuff. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm still slower than you, buddy.
You guys are in a really funny contest.
Yeah.
Who's the slowest?
Who's the slowest?
I don't know. Shizzy might have you beat on all those stars on his helmet.
That's amazing.
They are definitely decorating that helmet. whenever
love
I
Shizzy,
tune
man.
in, if
He is
I
a
happen
nut.
to tune in when he straps on the helmet, I lose it every time. Every time I tune in and he's wearing that helmet.
You know what that tells you too? This is something that the ecosystem can't understand. Most of it, we don't take ourselves very seriously at all. We make fun of ourselves,
I know,
and
and then they say it's not professional. We're like, you're watching the wrong shows.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that would make a great court freaking add-on. You know, if they try to sue Shizzy Wiznut, you know. I mean, can you imagine that? And they bring in a video of him reading something about BBB with a safety helmet on. Oh my
That right
God.
next to my Lego Turtle Purgatory. And it'll be the funniest trial in the history of
Oh my
mankind.
God. That would be amazing. Suit over Legos and safety helmets. Oh Lord.
Shizzy just promised me.
It would for real. And I don't mean this
Pose,
ugly. I'm
you
just
will
saying.
wear the helmet.
Could you imagine how a judge would feel when he saw it? He'd be like, are you picking on like special needs kids? Because I would be pissed if I saw it. I'd be like, are you really picking on folks like that? Because that's not
He
nice.
wears Velcro shoes and
Like,
rides the short bus.
I mean, like, I'm dismissed. I'm sorry. You can't sue him. Oh God.
I think the Americans with Disabilities Act prevents you from suing.
Yeah, for
like
real.
Shizzy.
You know, for real. Ugh.
Well, I love that they think it's insulting to us to say we're not professional.
Oh my God. Oh, since when did I claim I was a professional? You know, professional. It's a joke. I mean,
That's a
haven't
joke.
we?
That's
I
a
mean,
joke.
Lord, I've never.
God, can you imagine if this show was like CNN? That would be so boring.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like when people are like, "Man, just sit down and read the document." Come on, it's like you can read the document on your own. You know, that's not why we have these shows, just to read you a document and bore you to tears. I tried that at one time. I actually did, and more than anything, it bored me. And you know,
You never want to bore yourself. If you're
no.
boring yourself, you are for sure boring the chat.
Mhm. Now, I do believe in reading all documents, and that is a quandary, because if I waste hours and hours and a lot of documents come up, well, it does take a minute to do that. So, but anyway, all right, let's get back to this.
Okay.
But you were in the court previously. You saw Mr. Hales.
Very briefly. I'd love for someone to get the counter on that and see how long I was in there. It was very
We have the video.
okay. Then how long was I in there, Mr. Shockett?
Love it. It's
Oh my God, she's so saucy.
This is becoming Perry Mason right here, you know, or Matlock. It is. It does. It's starting to feel like it.
This is the best deposition ever.
Yeah,
It's
it
funny.
is. I don't know. I can just go back. I thought when I read this going by, I thought he said I can just go back in time, and I was like, "Whoa, wait!" Because I saw back and time together. I thought he said I could go back in time.
He's gonna get in the tortoise. Remember, there's a
Yeah.
tortoise.
Oh my God, that is the worst episode of Doctor Who ever. I don't know. I can just go back and it has a timing thing, a time thing rather, you know,
Is
a
there
time.
Is there a flux capacitor in it?
Flux capacitor. How many gigawatts you need, Randy?
Please. How long was I in there?
I don't know. We can go back and look.
Not long enough to, you know.
When you saw Mr. Hales, then the bomb scare happened. Then you went outside.
Yes.
And you made a face at him.
Okay.
Any reason why? I mean, do you have an impression of Mr. Hales at that point?
No.
Do you have an opinion of Mr. Hales now as you sit here?
Yes.
Tell us. It's okay.
No.
Well, you're under oath.
I don't have to answer that question. That's my personal opinion.
You don't have to tell people your personal opinions under oath.
Yeah, you kind of do.
That's kind of a weird. I wonder. I don't feel like this person would rep me very well as an advocate if they don't understand some
Oh,
other things. I do wonder what she has accidentally told defense counsel for real in the past. How many people she's screwed over that way.
Yeah.
This is nuts. And that's what
It's not
I'm asking about.
a question regarding this case.
Ma'am,
I'll be very direct with you. Mr. Hales caused a lot of turmoil in my life. He hurt me a lot. He smiles, but he hurt me a lot.
he hurt me a lot. It's okay.
I'm not doing this.
Did he start that day?
I'm not. I will answer questions that are pertaining to this.
Well, this case is about Mr. Hales.
I'm absolutely cooperating.
Yeah, yes, you are. I want to understand so I can understand you. When did he, what did he do that makes you feel like he's hurt you in your life? I mean, honestly,
I think
sorry.
probably the lowest thing he could have done is read my son's father's obituary on the YouTube channel.
He read your son's father's obituary on the YouTube channel? Is that obituary on the internet?
It doesn't matter.
Where did that come from?
Of course, she published it in the papers. I'm sure.
I mean, I'm just
Why would
saying,
it be-
like,
Why would it be hurtful to read an obituary that you wrote and published that probably was very nice about your former husband?
I'm just, it's strange though, because she's saying, well, he's a mean monster. Well, did you know him before when you were like making faces at him and shit before then? Did you have an opinion on him? No. Well, why were you doing that then? Well, no reasons, but she's like, well, I can come up with a reason afterwards not to like him. Okay, well, what was the reason before? And we kind of know the reason before. In my opinion, it's because their office
Was talking about him.
Yep, they knew. They had a certain opinion, and
Mhm.
These town gossips.
Remember, she worked at the state attorney's office. So now there's proof that the state attorney's office has a negative opinion of Jeremy Hales, which they're sharing with their employees, which gets around, and then it actually hurts him in real life. Look at how her involvement and how her opinion that she formed because of whoever in the state attorney's office was talking shit about Jeremy Hales. Look at how that opinion hurt him.
Well, Jeremy
real
says
life.
too. Jeremy noted, and this is what I would have figured on there. He said, "Yeah, I read it after her son assaulted me." 100%. That's insane anyway. Having a quote unquote victim's advocate go out and victimize people.
Yeah. So why would her son? So that the assault on Jeremy happens on the same day. They go to barbecues while they're waiting for the courthouse to reopen, and that's when he assaults her son. Assaults Jeremy, throws the tea on him. So who do you think was telling her son about Jeremy Hales that day?
Indeed, because he's not going to
happened to learn it for somebody else.
Yeah, you think he's just grapevining somehow and he just randomly decided to do all this stuff? Of course not. They I don't know. With the level of crazy and some of the people where they're positioned at in these towns, like I said, Jeremy, I know you're out there. I worry about your safety sometimes, man. And
some people in the chat are saying it was a different day. I thought that's what we were getting to on this. So maybe we'll find out that was a different day. But I thought it was when they were at barbecues right after the bomb threat. That's what I thought.
Hey,
I could be
Jeremy, by
wrong.
the way, if you didn't catch it, so Paint Chips is talking about coming to your town. So just be aware of that. He's apparently, according to old Bone Crusher, he's talking about coming to your town. So, you made all the reports there. Yeah, I guess I'll have to link you up with that video just because. Now, apparently, when you talked about making a complaint with the police and the FBI about somebody, they're talking about, I'm going to come there with Operation Odessa.
Yeah, I worry about his safety too, like you were saying.
I do. I do. These people, I mean, they're repugnant, and a lot of these people, they are bottom rung losers in the game of life. So, I mean, what else did they have to lose? So, I worry about your safety there, son, and I really
I do too.
I
The chat
very
is
much
in
do.
agreement that the assault happened a different day. The barbecues on this day would be her telling Mark Feather some nasty thing about him, which
Okay.
we're about to get to. We'll get to that part.
Well, I'm glad to catch that because all of that stuff happened when we dropped into this. That had already happened.
That had already happened. Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
playing catch up. Are you kidding? There's
I
there are
just
so
can't
many
remember.
details.
I need. Has anybody sat down and made a timeline like that can be adjusted? You can go online and lay out a timeline of events. They have sites where you can set up a timeline, and you can make
That
you
would
can
be
put like
helpful.
dot access. That would be great, honestly. That would be something if somebody set up one that was it need to be concise in certain things.
Padlet. You can use Padlet. It's free. You can do timelines and stuff with attachments and everything. Somebody should go do that. That would be
Yeah,
great.
and then I would go over that on a live stream if somebody put one of those for sure. Because
And some of
it
you in
would
the
help.
chat know this case better than anybody because you've been
Oh, yeah.
watching it from the very beginning.
Mhm.
So it would be very helpful.
Yeah, there's been people that said that I've watched for God knows how many years. I've caught this from the very beginning, and that's good. I appreciate that. People that note this stuff to us. But it would be real helpful to have it all laid out and to lay out every single player and how they're involved. Just because sometimes, even now, after I feel like I'm familiar with every player, every now and then the name will come up, and I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, Kathy D says she's working on one.
Okay, good.
That would be
good.
great, Kathy. Let me
Yeah,
know. Send me an email when you get it, or if you need anything, I'll, maybe if I have stuff I can help you with.
Yeah, I would love to see something like that. I mean, we have, like I said, put up together dockets, like we keep up with everything the best we can. Sometimes there's so much stuff. I feel like we miss something here or there, but we try. But a timeline would be helpful. Okay, so well, let's see. Is it available on the internet?
It doesn't matter, Mr. Shockett. Let's move on, please.
That hurt you?
Deeply. Can we please move on?
I'm just trying to understand. I got you. When did that happen?
I just want to. So, yes, it's possible that I may have made a face of some sort.
Oh my God. I understand. Had he read the obituary at that time already?
No.
So Mr. Hale's reading the obituary was after that bomb scare day.
Yeah.
Did he do anything else that offended you?
Are we?
You want to take a break?
No, I'm ready to keep moving on. It seems like we're stalling.
No, we're not stalling.
This is not like you're asking me questions and maybe I don't see where you're going with this.
See, this is Bruce. This is where Bruce has installed this, and someone,
he did.
telling
He
him
instructed her. Before that, she was answering questions just fine. After that, now she's looking for reasons not to answer questions.
Yep. And that right there, that should have been a real problem. That should have been a very big problem there. Okay, well, obviously, you're biased against him, so.
Are we? Is the other guy on there, the other attorney?
I get to ask the questions.
Is he on there?
I get to ask the questions.
Is he on there?
I get to ask the questions.
Mr. Matskin, are you on there?
Don't ask anything of anybody, please.
Yeah, I'm here.
Now we're getting just please. So you've opened the door to this, and now it's open.
I'm not opening the door.
You just did.
Door's closed. Let's go.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I just did.
Are you refusing to answer the question?
Okay, I'm refusing to answer the question.
And you're refusing to answer the last question.
I don't know. Which question was that?
How can you refuse to answer a question if you don't know what it is?
I'm asking you to please let's move on. And I'm doing it very politely.
And I'm asking you that I'm telling you that I get to ask the questions. I'm an attorney representing my client. So don't make it. It's not personal. I'm trying to explore. We're here to seek the truth.
It wasn't personal.
Everything that happened wasn't personal. Making those faces like you're an absolute scumbag isn't personal. Having somebody assault you isn't personal, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if it's not, I thought that's what I'm saying. So if it's not personal, why would it be so offensive to you?
I was doing my job. Oh, is it her job to make faces at Jeremy Hales?
Yeah, apparently.
I don't get to choose who victims are when they come in. They're assigned on law enforcement report. I don't choose that. Law enforcement chooses that. I just want to make that clear.
You've explained it the wrong. I got it. That's beautiful. That's
I
beautiful.
don't think some people know that.
What is hating Jeremy? See, she's trying to make it look like Jeremy Hales was doing something to her. Like, I don't control who came in and who I have as a quote unquote victim that I was advocating for.
I also think though that she's saying I wouldn't have chosen Jeremy Hales if I had a choice.
I think, see, I wondered. I mean, you took that. I thought more on the line of I don't control if LMNOP in them, if something comes up with them, I don't control that,
Yeah.
That's the way I mean, it could be. I didn't think about on the Jeremy Hill side.
Yeah,
of it
well,
too.
I mean, it's just, I don't know.
I've never seen a place where, how can you advocate for two parties in something, though? Especially somebody that's told you that they talk to other side's lawyers and they quote unquote talk to witnesses, aka they gossip. Like, how could you?
Well, they're definitely gossiping. They're gossiping about everybody in that office.
So, I mean, how could you advocate? Really, I wonder how you could advocate for one party, but really, how could you definitely say that you're advocating for multiple parties with something
That
like
state attorney's office is like the beauty shop in Steel Magnolias. I can just see Dolly Parton walking around the office like, you won't believe what I heard, Gladys.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious, actually. I don't know, man. They sound way too self-involved to be helping others, I guess is the best way of looking at it for me.
And they're all like into the business of the town. It's all about protecting the people they know and their friends that they've known since grade school. You have to have gone to elementary school with these people for them to protect you.
And even then, if they already know people, they're gossiping about whomever comes in. They have to be. I mean, I know how small towns are anyway. I think we've
especially
all been
about
around.
the new guy, the outsider with all the money and the ute, and he's famous. Oh, are you kidding? They've been talking about him since the second he rolled into town.
What's weird though is they selectively choose who they treat as an outsider, because LMNOP, like, she's overtly targeted some of them with signs themselves. Now they're political signs, different kinds of signs, but still, she put out stuff targeting certain ones, and they seem okay with that though. But Mr. Hills, they decided is an outsider, and some of these folks, they've decided anything goes when targeting him.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a sign in the district attorney's office that said, if you don't have anything nice to say, sit next to me.
Don't have anything nice to say? Well, say it about Jeremy Hills. Like, what? Oh, these people, man. I mean, they're so nuts. All right, here we go. So, right. But is it, can you understand how when someone do you understand how, and you're an experienced victims advocate. So you just said most people don't understand it. So if you're defending yourself and the victim's advocate comes out, it makes a face. Doesn't that look like you're biased against that person and maybe pro the victim, which is fine, but against the person?
At that point, I wasn't for anyone.
You see, he has a good point here. Like, if you don't have a problem with the person, if there's not any kind of issue, then why the face? I that's what I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 1 second, I got to write it. What's up, kid?
Hey,
Okay.
I was about to get the puppy playtime. We was doing it with Sissy, but who won't do it anymore because we have to do it all together. Sissy, we have to do it all together.
Really? You want me to ask her to do that with you, Sue?
All of them.
Okay. Well, you want me to ask her? Here, let's ask her.
Oh, that cake looks good. I ate
does.
some of that.
Yeah, you helped make cake today, didn't you?
Yeah, I ate some cake, but there's a cake sit out with.
Okay, so I'm gonna go play with I'll tell her. She will tell you what she wants to play. Thank you. Let me put P.S. Remember the stuffy you want.
Yes, always
Shelly.
dangle that out there.
Yes. All right, go tell her. Yeah, I told her.
Remember that thing you wanted.
Yeah,
from...
that's exactly it. She was hitting me up today. She was like, Dad, there's this stuffy I want from a video game. Can I get it? First, I was like, don't you have enough stuffies? You've got like more than I
We
care
had
to
to put a
count.
moratorium on stuffies in my house.
I did that, but she's like, well, these are the little bitty ones, the ones I could fit in my hand. So I was like, well,
they always find a way around the moratorium.
Yep, always. So I told her if she, she did everything this week. And I mean, she has been, she's been doing more and she's been helping out for me where I've had problems. So I planned on getting her something anyway. But, I told her after we finished today, we would talk about it. It's funny. The little one, she'll go to her room. I can hear this from 2 floors down. They're 2 floors above me. I can hear her banging on her sister's door because when she goes to get her attention, she'll beat both hands on it and kick the door too. It's the
boy.
loudest thing. Yeah. And
I'm sure that goes over real well.
Oh yeah. I heard her yelling, "What? Okay, so let's see.
I mean,
were on-
that's what I'm trying to explain. Like maybe I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I can't go back to that day. If I could, I'm so sorry, Mr. Hales, that I made that face at you. I mean that,
God, I would love to hear the tone that was attached to that, for real. I mean, it reads like a, hey, I'm sorry, but
then again,
yeah, I'm wondering how this goes. I'm sorry. Well, we're still going to ask you questions. My God, I will blow you up then. I appreciate that, sure. But I want to ask you something else that you may not remember or recall. We were down that day and it was hot for like, we had to come back at like 1:30 or something. I don't know if you remember. We were just told to come back at 1:30. What's the name of that restaurant over there?
A&A.
You went to A&A.
For my lunch on my lunch break.
That day, correct?
Off the record.
Off the record.
What? Off the clock.
Off the clock. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I understand.
On my own break.
Yeah. Okay. So, why off the record?
She just used the wrong word.
I know, it's just weird, off the clock.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought she was saying she wanted to go off the record. I was like, you can't do
That's
that in
what
the middle.
Yeah, can't do that.
I understand, everyone did. If you brought your lunch, you couldn't eat it here, right? You were told to leave the building. So do you remember seeing Mr. Hales there with Mr. Feather?
I don't remember seeing Mr. Hales there, actually.
Do you remember seeing Mr. Feather there?
I did see Mr. Feather.
Do you know that? And I'll tell you, as an officer of the court, I just spoke to Mr. Feather. Did you know that Mr. Feather will testify that you said to him at lunch, your client is a piece of shit?
Then Mark Feather would actually be telling a fib, because that is not what I said.
That's crazy. Like she goes over that day, according to Mark Feather, again. an officer of the court talking to an officer of the court and saying, yeah, I get the feeling, and this would mess up her whole storyline of I didn't have a problem until, because it sounds like she has, I personally, just seeing how this town reacts to things, I think this would probably be what's happening. Your client is a piece of.
Wow.
That's nuts, though. So what did you say?
You know what? It would be his word against me.
Tell us what
So
you
in
said to
other
Mark.
words, she said it.
Yeah, she's telling you, you can't
just
really
lying under
prove
oath.
that. Yep. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, my daughter here, she's she's
coming back.
She's texting. Yeah, she's texting me something now. Like I got her emergency phone, and I was letting her play a game on it, today. So I texted her to tell her, watch her, and she's trying to. She's trying to sit down where she's like, yeah, I'll do it until, and I want to do this or that. And I just told Sissy that we're going to have to do, and oh man, I just got banned from a toddler's room. How does that happen? I'm like, wait, what? They're hilarious. They're like little balls of drama.
Yep. Sisters. Welcome to sisters.
So tell us what you said to Mark Feather. Why is he wrong?
Shakes head.
It
I don't know
shakes
if
head.
that means nods or shakes back and forth in the affirmative.
I would have thought she would have been like, like, man, like roll your eyes and whatever. That's interesting to get the shakes head, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like that had to make some kind of impression on the court reporter enough to actually record it. So do you deny you said that?
Yeah, I didn't say that. Those were not my words. I actually did not know who he was over here representing. I did not know that.
But she was in the courtroom
right
before, and she said that she had observed hundreds of people going through process, so she would know a person with her lawyer. She would be very acclimated to how the court works,
because they were talking about him in her office.
Yeah.
So of course she knows Mark is. They have absolutely talked about Mark was representing him. They're the lawyers in the. Come on.
This is so ridiculous. I get the feeling that she very much did this stuff.
Yeah, of course she did. These are obvious lies. Lies.
Do you remember saying anything to Mr. Feather that day?
Me and Mark, we had a conversation standing out by my car. It was brief. Yes, I did.
So Mark is telling the truth?
No, that is not what I said, but...
Well, what did you say? What is your best recollection today?
I don't know. And I'm not going to guess because I know better. But I know that that was not my exact words. And I know that Mark is way older than me. So I know that his memory is not as good as mine. I know because he is ancient. Okay.
Yes.
He's probably senile. He doesn't know jack shit about what I said that day because he's going crazy. He should be put in an institution.
Why are we listening to Methuselah Feather?
He's older than dirt. Okay.
That's right. Dirt refers to him as grandfather.
That man is 1 foot in the grave, if you know what I mean.
1 foot in, 1 foot out, because he's a zombie. He's got to be for as long as he's been around.
He has brain damage. Okay,
brain damage, keeping him flowing. He's got to eat brains. Oh my God. I mean, she does. She comes out like for no reason. She's like, he's older than me, so
for no reason. She's just like, he's old and senile. I don't know. How should I know? He's old and senile. How?
I got the brain of a computer. He's got the brain of a sketch.
Maybe he
God.
has early onset Alzheimer's. How should I know? I just know that this man, he can't remember jack shit.
I asked him to scribble that into his memory, and he started eating crayons. I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh God, this is so funny. She's the funniest witness ever.
Yeah, she's been
Oh,
fun. I would not have
she's
expected her
good.
to be a fun one. She
Me
is
either.
she is spicy and salty at the same time. She sounds like one of those new snack bars they're rolling out. Yeah. Spicy but salty. Be like, whoa. Fun times.
I am not spicy. I am passionate. I already told you this. I done told you this already that I am passionate. What did you expect?
Man, I mean, we had the craziest people in this case, though. I mean, and think about like we have Element OP, we have Cook, we have this. I mean, oh God, man.
I know for certain he did not remember the exact terminology. Get it through your head.
Oh my God. I'm just, this is so funny. Okay. So is it fair to say you said something that was derogatory about Mr. Hales to Mr. Feather?
No, Mr. Hales' name never came out of my mouth.
Did you say anything? Well, I mean, actually, that would be true.
Yeah, because the allegation is she said your client is a piece of shit.
Yep. So, I mean, that would be true. And
Technically
yet,
true.
did you say anything to Mr. Feather about any client of his?
I did not name anyone.
Again.
Again.
Yeah. I think she knows what she's doing there. Yeah. Did you talk about a client at all to Mr. Feather that day?
Again, I didn't know who he was representing. Now, Mr. Feather has been known to represent people that weren't necessarily the greatest. Oh, no shit. You mean a defense attorney has represented some pieces of shit before? That would not surprise me, man.
Yep. Yeah, see, this is the thing, like, especially working for the prosecutor, maybe you don't get through your little dense skull, but everybody, even the lowest dregs, are supposed to. Yeah, they get to have a lawyer too. They're supposed to. It's part of due process. And that lawyer
is on their side.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, surprise.
Yep. And I mean, you know what? I have seen some awful clients come in. I try not to judge a lawyer by their clients, depending. Now, if all their clients are pieces of garbage, then, well, I mean, you kind of get a feel for who they are, you know. But if a lawyer makes sure that everyone is represented, then that's something. And they go out and they zealously defend them. That is their job. That is their freaking job. So, anyway.
Yep. Mr. Feather has been known to represent people that weren't necessarily the greatest. He is a defense attorney, and that's the capacity that I knew him in. And so
they take it as it comes in.
Absolutely. Me and Mark have joked about that for years, and me and Mark often joked about that. Specifically, about one client that he had to represent many years ago.
Wait, so they're good buddies and they joke about stuff. So this makes it even more believable about this statement. You know? Yeah, because I mean, you're not talking about going up to a stranger and making a comment. This is somebody, you know, that you know and have known for a while, and you're like, hey, by the way, P.S., that guy that you have right there, yeah, your client is a piece of. I can believe it even more here. So I think I know who you're talking about. When you were in the sheriff's office?
But yes.
I don't want to hear about it. We're not going to talk about it.
We're not discussing that. That's what I'm saying.
At all. Okay. I got you.
I'm not going there. I'm just saying. So him and I often joked about certain things in reference to some of the clients that maybe he in the past represented.
So it's your testimony that whatever you said to Mark Feather was to be taken as a joke that day.
Yes, absolutely. I was joking when I said it. You mean
So
that thing you didn't say?
when I said, yeah, exactly. When I said it, well, what was
Oh.
it? Well, you know, I didn't say anything. Wait, well, I did say something, I guess. I don't know. But Mark, you know, remember he's a dinosaur.
He's old as dirt.
I mean,
And
Fred
he can't
Flintstone was
remember,
riding on
he
his
can't
back.
remember anything.
I swear, this is such a mess. These people like make such a mess of their debit so quickly. You know, it's
Oh,
funny how it goes sideways on them, and it goes really fast. Okay, yeah. I mean,
wait,
anyone
see,
that oh, I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. My
I
bad.
mean,
Yeah.
anyone that knows me knows that I have a very light
A
personality.
light person. Did she strike you as a light personality?
No.
Uh, I mean, she's as light as like getting hit with a sledgehammer
Wait, I actually
personality.
have a funnier way to read that. Hold on. I need to take two on this.
Okay.
I mean, anyone that knows me knows that I have a very light personality. There we go. I like that take better.
You're like, no. I see this different now. I got it. Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of times with these, especially, I don't like. What the fuck is Manskin gonna bust in here yet again?
Yes.
Oh my god. I mean, we don't read ahead on these a lot of times. You know.
No, I haven't read it ahead. Actually, it's been so much more fun not to read it ahead of
Mhm.
time because I'm being genuinely surprised by how aggressive she is.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
funny.
so fun. It's so fun to do a dry read through. I feel like I'm back in my theater days doing a table reading. This is good.
Well,
It's
it
good
also,
stuff.
you know, when we're commenting and talking about it, like we're working through it
As
like you would, you know.
first
It,
time.
yeah, a lot of times, like if there's another person covering something, like with Megan especially, since we talk about stuff and work together on it, I'll get her opinion on something. I'll see if I'm reading it right. You know, hey, did you see
Mhm.
it? You know, when I read
And
this,
we often see it different ways, but it's interesting
Mhm.
because sometimes I think it's great that your brain thinks totally different than mine because I'm like, oh, I haven't thought of that. Maybe it
Yeah,
is
it
just
helps out. And we're doing it basically live here. You know, I think the funny thing is the jokes and shit. This would be how a conversation would go too. There would be all kinds of jokes in it.
true.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be the same thing. Okay, so I got you. You want to take a break real quick? I need a quick bathroom break. I have about 2 more documents, so you're getting there. Let's take a.
Is the rule for protective or 26C is the rule for a protective order for witnesses being harassed. 26C.
We're off the record. We're taking a break. Please stop.
The witness can move for a protective order under 26C.
Hold on. Did you get that? I did. Yes, I'm gonna do my guess.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah, you got everybody else so far. So I'm gonna go back on the record. Then I'm making a second again oral motion for sanctions against Mr. Manskin again for attempting to coach the witness and give legal advice to the witness. We'll move for sanctions before the magistrate. Off the record, 5 minutes. This is wild. I mean, out of nowhere, he just
This
butts
is
in
wild.
and
He's just screaming in 26C, 26C.
he's telling the witness not to cooperate.
Uh-huh.
Hey, rule 26 one more time, motherfucker.
Sorry.
I've never seen counsel act like that. That is a good time to put in 26, by the way. It's funny. But I mean, I've never seen someone just throw themselves in here and act like this. This is not his client. It also, again, I think it reaffirms, at least in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, that all these people that are not showing up for depos, I think you can see where it's coming from.
I feel like taking my Amanda Martin on the road. I feel like I need to write a one-woman show as Amanda Martin. I am enjoying this character so much. Can't you see her doing like a TED Talk style one-woman show?
That would be really funny. You know, coming from you from the swamp.
let's talk about the day my life changed when I met Jeremy Hales.
Let's talk about how I saved the babies.
I was just minding my own business, saving babies from hot cars, when
Yes.
Mr. Hales descended into Otter Creek
Then the devil walked into the room.
and he set us all on fire. Yes, he did. Fire.
That's why I had to save the babies. That's why it was so hot.
It was a raging inferno, I tell you. A raging inferno of unwanted camera recordings. We'd never seen anything like it in all our lives in Otter Creek. Some Yankee walking around with a camera all the time. It was on all the time. You wouldn't believe it. You had to walk around like you were on camera all day. I don't even do my makeup every day. How do you think it made me feel to have to get all gussied up just to walk to the corner store? Because Mr. Hales would be there with the damn recorder.
That's why, the Yankee thing. That was one thing. I was talking about like teaching my kids stuff, and jokingly, I was told one of the things I shouldn't pass on is calling Northerners Yankees and carpetbaggers. my granddad, like he was a very calm older man, very distinguished, but boy, he used that a lot. He would be like anytime he would hear something, instead of being insulting, and calling someone a piece of shit or something, he'd just stop and drop a word. He'd be like, Yankee. That's like, hell yeah, Yankee. It said everything he needed to say there. Yankee. And like, all right, I got you. I got you there.
The material writes itself.
Mm-hmm.
It just does. This woman she's a gem. God, I'm so glad we met her. Amanda Martin. Oh, I may have to write an entire one-woman show as Amanda Martin. God, she's funny.
She's nuts. She is. What's funny is I'm imagining how she is. I wonder how she is in real life, though. No, I hope she's as fun as the character being created.
There's no way she could be, but I'd like to imagine that she is.
I wonder what she does now. Now that she's not doing that anymore.
Advocacy work.
Yeah, I wonder. Like,
well, what do you think I'm doing? I was fired. I'm on unemployment.
The unemployment.
And now I sit around and I watch that Mr. Hales on the YouTube all day.
What was the details of her firing? Like, what?
I don't know. I don't know why she got fired.
Yeah, see, I'm curious about that because she was with that office for a long time. So I'm curious about I
wonder if it has something to do with all of this. Like, her son and.
Yeah, see, I wondered with that because, that is like a step beyond.
Yeah, because if your son assaults one of the victims you're supposed to be advocating for, it's probably not the job for you.
And it's probably your fault. Yeah.
The chat is saying, to clarify, she resigned. I just don't believe that was a voluntary resignation. I think it was you have to resign.
Yeah. It was you're fired unless.
Yeah. Like we're gonna fire you so you can resign if you want to save face kind of thing. Yeah. That's what I think. That's what I would guess.
Hey, can you hold this for 1 second? I got.
Of course, of course I can. Of course I can. What did you think? I can't take care of this small stream all by my little self. I can. Chat, how you doing? A Northerner can become a Southerner, but a Southerner can never become a damn Yankee. That's funny. Oh yeah, Deborah, I heard that too. She may have transferred to Gainesville. Would that be Gainesville in Gainesville or the Gainesville in Pensacola? Anybody know? Anybody know? No? No, it was Chiefland? No. I don't know. The chat, you're very turned around. You don't seem to know what you're talking about. This is how you get me in trouble. Elfie, Megan gonna pay Amanda royalties? Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not. It'll be my show. And I'll just change her name,
Okay, I'm back. Yeah. I was told
Scamanda,
also.
I'll call her Scamanda. Scamanda Fartin. Just kidding. Just kidding. Scamanda.
Scamanda. That's hilarious. Yeah. I was told you could, if you really want to work on your Southernisms, I know some Southerners that could really, really get you into character if you really want to work
Oh,
on it.
good. I
Yeah.
need more of them. I need more of the colloquialisms.
Yep. See, I don't even like it with colloquialisms. I think there's a colloquialism and there's Southernisms, you know. Oh my God. There are some really funny things you hear out here. I love how a lot of words, you know, they turn into ers, you know, down the creek by the holler over yonder.
Right, over yonder.
Over yonder in the holler. Yeah. Like, all right. I love it.
The holler.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I used to hear that all the time. We had a we had a holler over across the road where we lived. I used to hear that all the time. Be over yonder in the holler. I used to love it. Okay, so we're back on the record. All right, we're still on the bomb scare day. Okay, you know what? What time is it? Is it 8:40? I may, you know what? I may do a stop point right here. You know,
Okay.
instead of, because I mean it's rolling close to 9. I try to, you know, I've been trying to about 9 start reading in, doing everything. And this, they went off the record and just came back. So I think it's the
Right. It's a
perfect
good
start
stopping point. We're at page 50, line 9.
Yeah, I'm making a note too. I still haven't brought my notepad over. Usually I keep a notepad over here, but we're having to rearrange the entire freaking area. Now I'm having to make notes in my phone.
So the chat says we have to change our clocks tonight. Is that true?
Yeah,
I thought it
that
was
is true.
tomorrow.
Well, and when it rolls over to tonight, well, you know, it's the
Tonight is a much
tomorrow
better
morning.
idea because Sunday is rough having to spring ahead. I feel for all of you people who have to get up an hour earlier on Monday and go to work.
I don't feel for the people that work on like Sundays and stuff too. You know what I mean?
True. True.
So apparently, also the chat had mentioned Zoe and a birthday, so I want to give a shout out to Zoe too. I'll give you a birthday celebration as well. Happy birthday from the chat to you. Happy birthday! May all your dreams come true. Yeah. You know, I love doing the Chi-Chi's thing. Chi-Chi's will never die. Never die. I used to love going there. I'm telling you, but I also hated going there. So
here's a little birthday tune. Here's a little birthday tune for you.
All the best, all the best, all the best, all the very best, all the best, all the best, all the best, all the very best, Megan Fox.
There you go.
I got a super chat also from TT. It was a PayPal, and there's 2, but it noted this. So Amanda was in court 3 times listening to LMNOP before Jeremy was ever attended court. She had already formed an opinion of him. Russell Meeks is part of the Good Old Boys Club, and his son. It's no coincidence. Nothing is happening. I would agree with that. I think if you got that where you're inserted in the old boys club, oh yeah, I think so. And we have CB also sent 15 there. Noted the privilege to hear your fun times twice. Well, thank you there. Yeah, today's been interesting. We did 2 freaking live streams today, which
was a double header.
Yeah, it worked out too. I liked it because it was it was almost like pregame. You know, we had pregame for J-Hip. We've got one day, what we need to do is take like part of one of those live streams and just listen to one of them and laugh.
I know that would be funny.
I think it'd make a good live stream. You know,
I do too. It's just so funny to listen to them read through it and all this trolling going on. It is a nice break, you know, because it's just for fun. It's totally just for fun, and it's just for laughs, and that to me is fun. It
shows you also the unawareness of the idiot that wants to keep fighting. I mean, I have a rule online. My rule is that, now again, there have been a few situations where I've broken this, but typically I stick to this. I do not go back and forth with somebody more than 3 times ever. You know, it is a waste of my time. I'm not going to spend my day arguing with some rando, you know, on Twitter. And somebody who doesn't attach, again, that's their prerogative, but it shows you plenty about their personality, plenty about how they think. And oh my God, arguing with trolls is so ridiculous. All right.
It's
Hey, are
really
you
funny
sticking, by the
to
way,
find
for
somebody
are
who
you sticking for
can't.
super chats?
I'll stick around for a couple and then I gotta hit it.
Okay.
But it's funny when you run into somebody though who really cannot stop responding. It's funny. It's
Indeed.
last word syndrome. You know, it's a real thing and some people have it.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah, they I get a good laugh out of it when, you know, and it's not cutting up. You know, when people cut up back and forth, like who cares? But you know, everybody's just a free for all. But for that, it's so weird because of some of the stuff he decides to argue over. Again, he doesn't even know who George is in this stuff. Like he wants $10,000 to cover this, but
And he still doesn't. He doesn't even know who George is. Yeah.
Holy crap! And I mean, that name has been brought up all the time.
She's one of the defendants
Yeah.
in the lawsuits. Like the lawsuits he says he's covering. So you haven't even read the lawsuits then, I guess?
Well, or listen to anyone cover it, because when people cover it, they may use her name, but they also say George. You know, even the ecosystem does that.
Yep.
To make sure, you know, they're blowing smoke the right way.
Yeah, you know what it means? He hasn't even read my article on the Hales case, because the very first sentence is about Jeremy and George, and it describes who they are and what they do. So that means that he hasn't even read my article, which is the only news article that's in existence about this case. It's interesting.
It is. It's wild. But the things that he's telling on himself are more valuable, I think, than any argument there. Oh, one Raider again. What's up, kiddo? Hey, what are you doing?
You get some heights right now. I was not gonna say that, but you get some heights.
Oh yeah, you're getting some hearts on the the chat. The chat's sending hearts.
Oh.
Yeah, they love to send hearts. They really love it when they see you. So
what are they saying?
What are they saying? They're saying, man, it's good to hear from
Umbrella guy.
Yep. Somebody said though, hey, they were like, oh man, doesn't she's supposed to go to bed? Because wasn't she supposed to get ready for tomorrow?
But the heart says say something.
Yeah, they're sending hearts. No.
And they say something a lot.
Yeah, but they're mostly their hearts and faces, and they're like, oh man, they're cute. Yeah.
The blue one. Get the blue one.
Yeah, they're the breadstick money. That's what it says. Can you say thank you for breadstick money then?
Thank you for breadstick money.
Is that funny? You can't stop laughing, huh?
Yeah, finally I stopped laughing. What's that thing?
Oh, you finally stopped laughing. It just says a lot of stuff. Anyway, hey, you gotta go upstairs though, okay? You gotta go get rested.
Yeah, one of these.
No, you cannot have my Sprites. Those are mine. Yeah, you've got the. Hey, you can get an apple juice if you want.
Apple?
Yes, they're setting up on the counter.
Open
Put that cord down. Hey, that's not yours. Put that down. Put it down.
What's the cord here?
I don't know, but you got to put it down. It does. It goes to one of the tablets. Put that down. There.
There's a tablet?
Yeah, one of the old tablets. No.
Where's my tablet?
Your tablet. The cord is upstairs. Yeah. All right. Well.
Old tablet.
Your old I don't know. They use the same cord as the new one. What are you talking about? Yeah, even the one you broke. She's just like, oh, I'm going to sit down here and look and stare at the chat. All right. Well, yeah. I dread when the kids can read everything there. Then I have to really, watch it. But the chat's great with that. She loves the hearts and everything.
Yeah.
I thought her breadstick money was funny. And
that was cute. Should clip that.
So Joan, thanks for the 20 there. Breadsticks for the moron haters who think BBB is going under the bus. Yeah, they think he's going to somehow prop the bus up, and keep them out from under the tires. Man, it's been. I mean, maybe again, you cannot say what's going to happen in a court case ever, but I will say that if anything positive happens, I don't think I can credit BBB for causing it.
Yeah.
So, Elijah, thanks for the 2 there, man. Hey, can you hold this for a second? I guess I'm going to have to put somebody in bed because they will not listen. All right.
Okay. Elijah, thanks for the 2, says, please pray for me. I had a heart attack scare. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry, but also so glad that you are okay. So do all your follow-ups and all of that stuff. But yes, prayers definitely. And I'm sure the chat will as well. PDW, thanks for the $2 super sticker. We appreciate that. Lorraine Capazzi, thanks for the 5. Keep the laughs coming. Love you two entertaining us all. Oh, thank you so much. We like doing it. Ray, aka Ball Python King, gifted 5 That Umbrella Guy memberships. Welcome to Thugs, all 5 of you. And you know, that's awesome. Thank you, Ray. So generous. And you guys will like it here. Memberships are fun. Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Hey, Tug and Megan. Well, hey, Max Lab, how you doing? Thanks for all your hard work, buddy. Chris W, member for 2 months. Yeah, 2 months of free memberships. And love Tug and Megan. Well, we love you too. And thanks for being here. Lorraine Capazzi, thanks for the 2. Thanks, y'all. Tracy Wilden gifted 5 That Umbrella Guy memberships. Welcome to Thugs. That's Amanda Martin doing that for you. Welcome to Thugs. You'll like it here. Iowa Gal, member for 2 months. I love being a member of Thugs. John Baker, thanks for the 2. For donut dollars. Donuts are good. Brunson Rockinstone, member for 5 months. 5 months and no rage quit email. LOL. You just got to make sure though that if you do rage quit, there an email needs to follow so that we can make fun of it. Kelly Jane, thanks for the 10. Thank you both for everything you do for the Hales. Well, really, it's not for the Hales, although it ends up maybe benefiting them. I don't know, but it's really for. I like to cover cases that interest me, and if I see something is like injustice, yeah, I cover it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to have an opinion on it. And I do think that the Hales have been wronged in this situation a lot. And I hope that they get something positive out of it. Roy Longsinger, member for 12 months. Operation Dumbass. What? Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep. Operation Dumbass is a perfect name for that. We should probably call it that. Jada, thanks for the 5. Saturday with Tug and Megan. In your 2 favorite words, fascinating, y'all. Yeah,
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I don't remember that other one being one of my favorites though. But
we are on Misbehaving, 11 pounds.
Yeah, I'm rolling down. I'm looking for it.
It's yellow.
There it is. I found it there. Misbehaving. Thanks for the 11. And thank you, Megan, by the way, for holding in. Somebody had
welcome.
She wasn't being obstinate about not wanting to go to bed. She has an alarm clock. It was mine. I gave it to her. It's like a little Mario one, and she had lost it. So she thinks she sets it every night. Of course, she doesn't know how to set it, but she thinks she does, and she likes to have it there. So I was like, sure, I'll find it for you real fast. So anyway, I do. Misbehaving, thanks for 11. Of course, games are way more exciting when your life is at stake. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, when it's towering above you, like 90 feet tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true. Bad B. Yeah. Thanks for the 5. I like how you got around censoring too. Also with the name. That's awesome there. Can I get the name to the video with I called him 20 times. Been looking for it. I can't find it. They pulled the video down. I'll have to pull it and I'll put it on a Dropbox or something. Okay. I'll have to grab it. She's talking about it in the intro there.
Yeah.
We're calling. Yeah. Like I said, I'll put it on our Dropbox. We'll laugh about it one day. We'll listen to the whole thing because that is a 911 call. It used to be posted on YouTube, and they decided to pull it because they were afraid they were going to get sued. Because they called so many police departments and the FBI, and they were bragging about harassing people. God. Yeah. Now I didn't threaten to sue them. Actually, I contacted the FBI because people were contacting the FBI about me. I was like, this is ridiculous. Crazy. Yeah. And that's when I think maybe it was lawsuit or maybe it was in trouble. But anyway, Clara, thanks for the 10 there. There's not a statement attached, but that is a statement. Thank you for supporting, making that statement. Horton Wit, thanks for the 10 there as well. Tughead treats. Tugheads. Yes, they will. They'll love that too. Next week, I got to go down to the Murph anyway and take them, so they'll have fun with that. Linda, thanks for the 10. Megan, no laughing. Remember that.
No, I will die laughing. If I'm gonna go out, I will be happy to go out laughing. I will not stop laughing to keep my blood pressure down. No way.
By the
But
way, George.
Thank you for the super chat and the concern. I do appreciate it.
So George clarified for Zoe too. It's the 7th birthday. See, that's awesome too. So Zoe, happy 7th there. That is amazing. You know, I hope you had a great birthday. I hope you got great presents. And if you needed more, like, make sure you tell people. Be like, yeah, it would have been great, but I need a better present. No, I'm just playing.
Just give the puppy dog eyes.
Sure. Yeah, like my little one, when she does that, she has it down like to a science. You know, she does. She's good.
They
at
know.
it.
They learn early.
Yep. Misbehaving. Thanks for the 6. Dumb tweets, aka.
Oh, that's so clever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Dumb
clever.
tweets. Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Andre, thanks for the 2. Movie magician raincoat, one which like Megan.
What?
Well, I don't understand that.
I don't know, but okay.
Yeah, it sounds interesting so far.
I'd watch that movie. I would watch that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, movie magician with a raincoat, which, you know, Megan, yeah, her name is Megan. Yeah, all right. Rose, drop a super chat on there. Thank you for that. Again, that doesn't allow a statement. That is a statement. Thank you for backing the channel. Appreciate you being here. DTG, thanks for the 5. BBB must have given J Hip his number 20 times in the chat. Yeah. He really needs help doing something about this, at least until Monday. That's really funny. I like that one.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's kind of how that went. You know, he did actually. That guy in the beginning, he very much did go and sit in my chat, and he probably did tell me at least 20 times in the chat to call him. And yeah, well, what was funny is he would leak every phone conversation that ever came out. I was like, why does anybody call this guy? You know. Because he selectively clipped what people would say.
He never leaked any of mine.
Did he not? That's shocking, actually.
Well, because most of the time it was just me sitting there going, really? Yeah.
You were like, what the what now?
What was his name? Like trying to get detail. Like it wasn't anything. I wasn't like, yeah, let's get him. I was just listening. So that's probably why.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Really? You don't say.
Well, you know, talking to him like 10 minutes, you'd be like, what the what now? And stuff started like some of his conspiracy got really, really out there after a little while. But he did spin a good yarn too. He did. He would take something that had enough truth in it that you could tell the story was based on something that really happened. And then he would crash it and burn it. It's amazing. Hey, also today, I missed this from Venmo. SL sent 5 there for breadstick money. Thank you. I missed that earlier today. Thank you on that one. Death's Angel, thanks for the 10 there. Happy birthday to my mom, 68. Patricia, her friends call her Peppy or Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee, my bad. Love you. Hugs. Peppy. Pee-Pee. I like Pee-Pee.
Not Pee-Pee.
Peppy. Peppy. How is that Peppy? No, I'm just playing. It's Peppy. Pee-Pee.
Not Pee-Pee.
I saw it, but I didn't see it at first. I thought it said Pee-Pee. I thought, well, that's not a good nickname. I'm like, you know what I would ask for, Patricia, for my birthday? No one to ever nickname me that. Be glad.
All right, now let's do this right. Happy birthday, Peppy.
Yes,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you for real. All joking aside, love you. You know, much love from family, much love from friends out here. And yeah. And you know what? I can't say anything on nicknames either. I mean, my nickname online is Tug. I mean, are you kidding me? No, but Peppy's a good name, I
Peppy's a
swear.
great
Like,
name.
I cannot I took that, during the live stream. I took that at I'm making note of it. I took it at 8:40, so it's starting to hit me. I'm like, "What does that say? Words?" I tell you, like, my, watching trials is gonna be real fascinating like this. I hope, I really hope they get that corrected before then, before I do one, because otherwise I'm a mess. Hey, Death Angel, thank you too. Love to you. Love to love again to your mom. That is amazing that, again, you have that relationship. Like my mom, I still have that. And it's one you can really appreciate. So love to you and love to your family there for real. Jill, thanks for the 10. Lynette called the cops on Jeremy today regarding his cameras being too high. According to her, they can only be 10 feet. As he stated, there is no such law in Florida. So she called again today about that?
Again?
Because she called
I don't know.
before.
I don't have any information about that. Although maybe that's just Jeremy went over
Talking about
that
the
on
video?
his stream today. He
Yeah.
played the video.
I swear, man, I can't believe some of the misreads on shit I've had lately. PP, fucking hell, man. Oh my god. Anyway, I've been misreading everything lately. I'm telling you. I was watching I was watching, I can't remember, it was some Japanese show, and I was trying to read the subtitles. And I just taken that and I was reading through it. And it's like, oh my God, the story I was reading was not the story on the screen. Let's just say it was something else. But yeah, I haven't watched the video today. Did you watch the video today?
I did.
I thought I might go over that. Like tomorrow, usually
It was
do a
interesting. It was
pre-stream.
very interesting. It gives you like a bunch of the backstory too that we haven't heard
See,
yet.
I've heard a few people like tell me to check that out as well. Hey, you should check this one out. It's good. So I thought about doing that. Like again, giving it some breathing room, and then. So Debbie, thanks for the 5 there. There's not a statement attached, but there is a statement there. Thank you. Appreciate you there for sure. Rider Chick, thanks for the 5 there. Did you see Fleesa say if anyone reported JA to their Minions channel to screenshot the report and send it to her? I sent that to Megan's email. Huh. No, I did not see that, but that's nuts.
Wait, what was it? I did see
2L1?
that. I did. Yeah. So apparently they were, and this is so funny because they denied doing this, right? They said they never encouraged anyone to report channels. Now they're asking for the screenshots of anybody who did report us or Jeremy. For some, they said they're going to go to YouTube and show them how many people reported it and how terrible it is that they leave our channels up, something like that. Nuts.
Wait, so they're trying to take everyone down yet again?
Again, yeah.
If they're doing organized mass flag, I mean, again, that after Luthman got hit for his bullshit, posting that other stuff and having all of them share it around, and they should be watching themselves. People have been very nice to that. I'm telling you, if somebody tries to organize, they're going to flat out organize mass flagging. They want to bring it this way. Because I will make sure to point it out to people. And when you open that door and you tell people to do that, that has a way of blowing back on you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have lost their channels over that bullshit, So that wouldn't be a smart one there. But hey, not dealing with smart people, right?
Nobody ever accused them of being smart.
Yeah. Carolyn, thanks for the 10 there. Double hitter laughs. Indeed. It's been a fun one tonight, I have to say. Misbehaving, thanks you for the gifted membership. Appreciate you. Misbehaving too. I gave some good music recommends. I love it. Like I can remember certain people for certain things. I remember that about you. Thank you for it. Share Bear dropped a hundo there. The first of wow. Well, Horizon, just saying, yeah. Well, thank you for that. That is, like I said, that's amazing there.
Tug, we need to jump ahead to a super chat that just came in. Actually, can you do this one?
Can you recommend who to contact if you're suicidal? You're in a bad place. Yeah, there are hotlines for that. Actually, just look in. And again, do you have anybody in the immediate that you can talk to? First of all, because again, you know, I don't know where you're at, but if you're in the US, it's late at night, there are hotlines that you can contact. And again, make sure you do contact them. Just look up, type in, there's a national hotline. I don't know the number right off the top of my head. Just type in, you know, suicide hotline support, because there are national hotlines for that for sure. But also, if you have
In the
anybody
US, you can dial 988.
988, okay. I just can't remember like right today. But having people around you to discuss things helps as a crutch, not as a long-term solution. That is not what you need. Seriously, is somebody that can listen to your problems, what's really going on, because there's something underlying there. You know, it's not just I feel this, or, you know, depression, anxiety, whatever is there. You need help. You need somebody to talk to. So you will need to seek out professional support. You need to do that as soon as possible too. You know, like in the morning, you can call around and you can line someone up. But don't be afraid to talk to people around you that can support. If you don't feel that that's probably, if you know people online that you can talk to, again, it's just somebody in the temporary, so you have somebody there. And remember, you know, that is a permanent, this gets said a lot, but I really want you to think about this. All of our problems are temporary. They are. And you know, when you're looking at that, that is a permanent solution. And that is not the way to go. It's a temporary problem. Things, they do get better. They do, you know, in life. So I would really tell you to seek out professional support. Call again tonight, because it is a Saturday, and if you're in the US, it'll be late at night. Call support. They will also be able to give you they'll give you resources. They'll be able to help you like find someplace. And remember, if you don't have insurance, if you think you can't afford that, first of all, you need it, and you can get that. Ask places if they accept. If you don't have money for it, ask them if they accept sliding scale, because sliding scale, if you don't have money, then you essentially, anyone that takes TennCare support, if they're or not TennCare, but federal support too. Here it's TennCare, but whatever state you have, and they take federal dollars, they have to provide that for free for people who cannot afford it. So again, you know, I want you to have all of that there, but don't do something hasty like that. I actually lost a friend that way, and it was horrible, and it was a very temporary problem, something that would have remedied in their life, but they didn't feel like they could reach out to somebody and they could talk about it. They just bottled stuff up, and they didn't reach out for help. So like I said, I encourage you to talk to people, and again, to reach out for help, but to call in. These are strangers you're talking to as well, so you don't have to worry about judgment or anything like that. That's the beautiful thing about a professional too. You don't have to worry about judgment in there. You don't have to worry about people in your circles around you. But I do hope that helps for sure. That just, again, don't do anything that's final, especially with things that again are very temporary. It's sad people do that all the time, and life does get better. I say that as, you know, again, a couple of years ago, life gets crazy, and you know, I mean, we all get to like low points in our lives, and it's just amazing. Like when you look away from those, I'm sure you've had one in your life. Like if you look back, you think about a low point there, and then you think, hey, you know, what happened afterwards? And you can find high points in that. You also have to look at the way we perceive things. We lock onto these negatives, and they will eat us up, and they'll overwhelm us. And I don't know what's going on in your life there, but what you'll have to do is be able to identify what is causing this. You'll need to do that with a professional, and you need to have goals. You'll need to have something day to day. Sometimes your goal will be just getting out of bed, and that's okay. You know, that is okay. But over time, you'll with a professional, you can learn coping skills, how to deal with things, and it really it's a lot about perception, how we perceive the world. And it does take time. I don't want to negate or make it sound like it's not heavy. It's not hard to deal with, but it can be dealt with. Yeah, I mean, that's a good credit. And I'm sorry you're going through that. Whatever it is, I'm very sorry you're going through it. I hope that answers. Do you want to add anything to that, Megan, by the way?
No, everything that you said was very good. I agree with you. And it seems like no matter what the situation is, it seems like it's a real long road. But time does go by. Time goes by quicker than you think.
It does, I heard a statement one time. It stuck with me. It's not very profound, but it just stuck with me. Somebody said, you're not as happy or as sad as you think you are. Well,
Yeah.
You're not. I mean, again, things are bad. When you feel like you're at the highest, I take it as a positive, actually. When you feel like you're at the highest, you're not as happy. Well, you can be happier. That's good, sure. But sad, I don't take it as a negative. You can be sad or no. I think everything can go up, you can build that. And it's always stuck with me.
And Skipper from Veteran Nation is here too. And he did say that people are saying you can reach out to Skipper Veteran Nation. He has resources there too. He might connect you with.
That'd be good. Yeah, Veteran Nation. Yeah, that's helped a lot of people with that. The resource thing is that's the most important. Making sure that you have everything that you need, and again, being able to just talk to somebody. Being like with Skipper, talking to them, or again, maybe there's people in your life you talk to. If you don't feel like you can talk to people in your immediate, if there are people online, but that is, again, with people like that, that's a temporary support. That shouldn't be, when you get to this point where you feel like that and you need to ask for help, you need professional support. You do.
Yeah, definitely.
But thank you for asking too. That is actually a first step too. When you're like, hey, I need help with something, that is a big step there. So, that's a huge positive. Like reaching out and saying, hey,
yeah, and
most
people who go through with it don't reach out. They don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And so I think that is a good first step. That's the first step to not doing it. That's the first step to surviving this moment, is to tell somebody.
Remember, you are loved. You are. And again, you definitely, from day to day, it's just amazing. Like I said, I think about I had a friend that went that route, and the thing that drove him to that, if he would have talked about it, it's not judgment on him, I don't mean it that way, but if you just talk to people about it, and he would have been able to let somebody in and discuss it, the situation, it changed within, I think, 2 weeks.
Oh.
2 weeks later. Yeah. So it was just an awful thing, but it's a learning thing too. When you see that there are situations out there that, even the most dire situations, when we're looking at them, again, there are things that can be better, or in that moment, there are always positives in it. So again, reach out, and again, thank you for asking. So Red Wolf, thanks for the 2 there. Foreskin the Chipmunk. Foreskin the Chipmunk. That sounds like
I had to pull out Reddit voice again. It was too funny.
I like the voice for today. I thought that was good. I like it.
Well, I figured it's been a while since I used it.
I liked it. I thought it was really good. I loved it for today. So Angela, thanks for the 10. What a wonderful day. Thank you for entertaining us. Hey, thank you all for being here. Love to all of you for sure. Now, Share Bear dropped another 200 on there. There wasn't a statement attached to that, but as I've always said, that is a huge statement. So thank you.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Share
cannot
Bear.
say that enough. Thank you, Share Bear. That is amazing. Now, James, thanks for the 2. Dropping in for an update analysis. Your opinions. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for dropping in. I hope you enjoyed today. It was derailed a lot, but it was fun too. Share Bear dropped another hundo on top of that. I mean, again, that's crazy. So thank you. There's not a statement, but it is a huge statement. Thank you again for backing everything. Teresa, thanks for the 10 there. Why does Amanda Martin give me Southern Dolores?
Umbridge. With the pink suits and the pink plates and the pink, pink wallpaper. That's funny.
It is funny. Misbehaving, thanks for 3 months. Hooray for Share Bear. Indeed. Yes, thank you, Share Bear. For sure, though. Becky, thanks for the 2. Breadsticks for the fun employed. Thank you. Thank you, the fun employed. Appreciate it.
I gotta jump. I gotta go check on my little one because it's probably time for him to go to bed. I let him stay up, but it's late.
All right. Well,
good night, chat. Good night,
appreciate
chat.
you being here too. Today was fun. 2 live
fun.
streams. It was a good one. Yeah.
I know. Epic day.
Yep. See ya. Yeah, today was crazy. If you did not check out earlier today, just by the way, if you haven't seen the earlier live stream, we actually went through a bunch of I won't say a bunch of this. We don't move at lightning pace when we're going through this stuff, but we did have a fun live stream. It was a good time. So you should definitely check that one out if you get a chance. Share Bear dropped another 50 on top of that. Money can't buy happiness that you feel in a hug. I mean, that's true too. You know what though? It can allow you, like for me, like I was talking about fun employment, it allows me to spend time with my kids and everything else. So it's very much appreciated. I love that. Give me a second. I'm pulling up the chat again. I lost it for a second. It popped off my phone. I have my favorites. Thank you for gifted membership there. Thank you. I have my favorites. I appreciate you there. Cunning Linguist, thanks for the 2. Call them asbestos chips. For real. I feel like that's the way that goes. Yeah, Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Love to you, Max Lab, by the way. Jeremy Hill said today, another case starting soon, Tug. Man, it is raining cases, is it not? That one is about the mess and the encroachment and all the crazy. That could have some crazy stakes in it too. That's part of that video today. I think we may check that out tomorrow because we may be looking at yet another thing that starts up. And it's been crazy. I've been noting this. A lot of that, it deals with people they really are joining up with these crazy people. And they're trying to cause problems. I cannot imagine dealing with all this stupid. Like it's ridiculous, So I think that video might be a real good one to break in there. Peter, thanks for the 10 there. After 3 heart surgeries, it'll be okay. You'll be good. Just remember life and happiness. You and your family. Love you both. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. That is. First of all, thank you for real. I'm not worried about things. I don't like tomorrow, I'm taking I've got to prep and take stupid freaking the medication with it, the way that it works, the way it works counter to what my other medications do. I don't like that. So I do worry about those a bit. But as far as things in life, I've gotten to the point in life, I do feel my mortality. That is a weird feeling, Like I'm getting to the point where I can't imagine an end, which again, I don't say that morbidly or anything. You just get to a certain age and you're like, yeah, I can see that. It is somewhere out there. But I don't worry about it. I'm enjoying now. I'm enjoying the days. In fact, I'm enjoying my life much more than I have, for a long time. Work for myself. I get to hang with you folks. It's awesome. Thank you. Kasha, thanks for the 5 there. Guess who's at the flea market in Chiefland selling toys? Another one who's drunk. You smell the booze. Wow, I thought somebody quit the drinky drink, they said. That made them the greatest person ever. That would be crazy, huh? That would be crazy. Lisa, thanks for the team. I suggest the chaotic couple. That's funny. The chaotic couple, the chaotic couple no one would invite to a throuble. I hear you. That's funny. Talking about, Darth Touch and paint chips. Amanda, thanks for the year there. Hello, 1 year, baby. Love it here. We love having you here. That's awesome, Amanda. Thank you. That's an awesome freaking one. That's good. I love it. I have my favorites. Thanks for 20. Hey, haters. Here's some more breadsticks. I love it. Thank you. That is amazing of you too. Man, y'all are great. I love y'all. Hey, Reed, thanks for the 5. To help buy the big Jenga game for the kiddos. Yeah. Oh my God. We'll be playing that in the house. You know, we won't be outside playing it. We'll be setting it up in the house, which will be funny. I love it. Wes in Bama, thanks for the day. I was looking at your avatar. That's really funny. I like that. It's raining breadsticks. Hallelujah. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. That's awesome. I love the raining emoji with it. That's funny. John, thanks for the 2 breadsticks. Thank you for dropping some more breadsticks too. Thank you. TC, I told you. I don't. Okay. So your name sounds like Tree Marie. I'll call you Tree Marie then. That's what I'll go with. I'm glad you said that. Candy, funds for Bug and Lug. My name sounds like Tree Marie. I'll try to remember that. Again, I apologize. Right now, I've always butchered names, but right now, again, I still haven't adjusted all the way to all these meds it's been a few weeks. So I butcher names worse. I read things weirdly. And some of the words, man, sometimes. But I think it's been fun. You know, just to grab the chaos. And if I mess up your names, it is meant with love. If I mess up a nickname with something, that was an accident, by the way, but it's also meant with love. So love to all of you. Zen's World, thanks for the 3 months. Tug, could your medical symptoms be caused by mold exposure, unstable BP, dizzy, fatigue, your symptoms? I actually think it's, if it's not heart, I actually think it might be connected to hiatal hernia. You know, once you have a certain level of that, it could be that too. So I think it's one or the other. As far as mold is concerned, mold is a real issue, by the way. I am not trying to negate that at all. But as far as that is concerned, the amount and it's spreading from where it was, it didn't have any open access to air. It was actually pushed down into one area, and everything else, carpet wise and stuff where there'd been leaks, had been cleaned. And that was one of the reasons that happened the way it did, those 2 things. But I don't think it's that. I want to eliminate heart. Like I said, I need to eliminate that just to make sure. And if it's not that, I think it's probably connected to hiatal hernia. It's probably to the point where it's like, hey, you're at that point where you need some surgery too. We'll find out. I mean, again, I've got all your major tests coming up on Monday. And then a week after that, I'll have the readings from the ZO. I'll have all the major tests. And we'll see. We'll see what it says. And we'll just go from there. We're playing it by ear right now. But thank you. Thank you for your input there. And thank you for, looking out for my health. I appreciate it. I really do. Froggy Girl. What's up, Froggy Girl? Thanks for 10. Coming in late, but it's nice to have your soothing voice while I rest. I got the icks today. I'm trying to sweat it out. I always hate that feeling. I do know exactly what you feel. I think we all do that. I hope you are feeling better. I hope you had a good laugh tonight here too. Just waiting for pizza to be delivered since I'm not cooking. I know that feeling too. You're like, I can't deal with anything. I hope you're feeling better though. While you're sweating it out, go and listen again to J Hip. If you haven't listened to that you'll laugh the whole time. You really will. Like, that channel is funny. Jack's mom, thanks for the 2. I can almost hear you saying, bless your heart. Indeed, darling, sugar, dumpling. It's funny. The Southern colloquialisms, that is funny. I could hear it too. I liked the accent that Megan was using. It worked out really well. Jen Rickles, thanks for the 5. I've been sitting here like a bird on a wire, waiting for you to read the Deposition. I know. Well, he has hit it. He hits the documents pretty hard and fast. Again, I would encourage you to check out Shizzy anyway for stuff. But when he reads, he makes it. He does a lot better staying on topic. For us, we derail. We talk about a bunch of other stuff going on, and we give commentary on the things that are happening around it. And he does that too, but he does make it through stuff faster, just to say. But I appreciate y'all sticking in there with it. I mean, again, I think it's fun to to sit down and to read everything this way too. Teresa, thanks for the 10 there. At least not Easter tomorrow. Indeed. Young combines with GST, but Easter should be illegal. Yes, indeed. I agree. I agree. Nana, 2 grands. Thanks for the 2 months there. Megan, you got to watch May. You're hilarious. I'll have to, yeah, Blanche, Deborah. I love, Golden Girls are freaking. I used to watch that with my mom or grandparents. I mean, anybody. You could sit down and enjoy it with, for yourself. Oh, I just love watching that there. Buddy Mom, thanks for the. I hear they're reopening Chi-Chi's. Are they really? Maybe that's us. Did I sing? I can't remember. By the way, Death's Angel, I don't remember if I sang the happy birthday song for Patricia. Hey, Patricia, by the way, I'm going to throw this in here, make it good there too. Happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Yeah, I don't think I did that for you. And like I said, I do appreciate you. You've been here a long time. And I mean, it's love. Thank you. Dragon's Lady, thanks for the 2 there. Here's to being retired and not having a schedule. Indeed. I feel like doing this stuff right here, I actually don't feel like I've worked though. I mean, honestly, like the best kind of job is not feeling like you're doing a job. And this is, it's good. It's good. I've never struck it out on my own. So I like that. I feel like I'm retired in my own way, but I have a good job with it. And thank you all. And I'll make that possible. So Nana, 2 grands too. Thanks to Breadstick Money. Thank you. I like your name too. I love saying that. Just, I don't know. It makes me happy when I say that. Carol, thanks for the 2. I've been watching Octomom the Story. Life. Oh boy. Octomom the Story? Really? I've not seen that one. I mean, I know the story of Octomom. Well, at least there's probably more to add on. It's got to be kind of crazy, I would think. Carol, thanks for the super sticker as well. Thank you for that. That is much appreciated. Thank you. Rebel Bird dropped a super sticker too. What's up, Rebel? Love to you. Love to the mods. Thank you for everything you do, Rebel. Appreciate you and the mods. Shelly, thanks for the 2. Love you guys. Hey, Shelly, love return. Thank you very much for that, by the way. Andre, thanks for the 2. Megan looks like one of the witches in the movie. Oh, that's what you were saying. She looked like one of the. Okay, I got you now. I got you. I didn't understand what you were saying at first there. Nadine, thanks for the membership there. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tux Thugs. Thank you, Nadine. That is awesome. Love to have you here. Chris, thanks for the 20. Can you recommend the contact? Okay, we went over that too. I hope that helped, by the way. I do hope that helped. Can somebody do me a favor for the J-Hip channel? Will somebody link the channel in the chat? Let me see if I can. I could probably pull it up, but it would be easier. It's harder to find. It takes a minute to freaking find the channel because, like I said, the search results, but it's just J-Hip is what it says. Okay, it's actually a better name. I'm finding it now. I'm going to link. Actually, I've got a link for it as well. I'll drop it in there. Probably somebody else has too. But it's just J-Hip. Okay. Here's the link to the channel. J-Hip. That's who a Rebel we've been talking about. A few other. Ninja Kitty, drop it in there too. Thank you. Yeah, that's the guy we were. Let me pin it as well. Thank you. That's the person we were talking about doing readings of all of Darth Touch's stupidity. It's good. Those 2 live streams are golden, by the way. You really should check them out. You'll have a lot of fun with them. They've done very well, but there's the link for it. I hope that helps. I pinned it at the top too. Make sure you subscribe. They're almost at 2,000 subscribers as well. They have 1,940 plus, so they'll be there pretty soon. But it's funny. On those 2 videos, what's amazing about their 2 videos is they pull down more traffic off of those than 2Ls do off of their flagship show. Doesn't that tell you something about the ecosystem? I mean, you have, again, the flagship of the Hales haters. And you have a brand new channel that is just now popping up, doing this stuff. They do 2 major videos. You know, they did a couple of intro items, but there are two major things they've produced. One of them pulls out, here, I'll pull this up on the screen because I just want to point this out. I think it's really funny. It just shows you like what you end up with there. You can see here, you know, you have 4,600 views on that one, and this one's already up to 4,300. It scares them enough in the ecosystem that, again, BBB is going over there trying to tell them, you need to go watch Rainbow Crusher. You're not going to learn anything this way. I mean, again, like BBB's out in there being like, oh, you know, I'm going to watch Ray, you know, and then tagging in Jay Hip, being like, one accurate info, you know, you can get that from Megan. Watch Ray Bone Crusher about the lawyers. Oh my God. If you think Ray Bone Crusher is, if he's your accurate representation, man, I feel sorry for you. I really do. Studio Vlog channel, thanks for the 2 months. Thanks to both of you for making my time at home sick. Hey, I'm glad that we could make it fun for you. Both your streams, maybe a few hours, great. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. That's why we want to have this stuff. It's fun there. You know, Wanda, thanks for doing my anniversary today. 23 years. Hey, congratulations on 23 freaking years, man. That is amazing. You know, having 23 years of anything that says something, you know, and I get that. I really do. I get the value and relationship there. That's amazing. So bravo to you. Love to you there, man. Love to you for sure. And I want to commend Veteran Nation too today. When somebody was asking for help, Veteran Nation stepped in and said something. That's good. I really do appreciate it. Death Angel, by the way, that was an awesome read of my chat. Thank you. We love you and your family. Always here for you. That's good too. See, this is what I love about it. Look, when you need help too, there are a lot of people out there in the chats. If you see somebody hurting, you know, one of the things I really hope that comes across in any of this stuff is helping other people. I think that we need to anyway. But beyond that, you know, it's not an obligation. You don't have to, but you should want to. And I think there are many great people that want to. So if you're having a hard time, there are many good people out there, many worthwhile people you can connect to. There are a lot of folks that just like to, have a good time, hang out. What is that? Somebody, just give me a second. Oh man, I had a stream part. I was setting my redirect. So this is funny. I set my redirect, you know, every Saturday I redirect to Flashcast. I even if I'm not on there, I don't know if I'll be on there today or not. I don't know how I feel tonight, you know, but I always redirect. And the reason I do, I'm friends with Yellow Flash. I've been friends with Yellow Flash for a long time. So I always redirect to Flashcast. But it's funny, I had it parked there where I'd been setting it up, and it turned on. And I heard the background sound of it coming on. It sounds like, at first it has a song with a spaceship flying, you know. And I heard that. I thought the air conditioning. I was like, what is that awful sound that's come up? Thank you, Death Angel, by the way. You've been here for a long time. Love to you. I hate that I forgot the song there, by the way. But I did remedy that later. So I'm glad. I'm really glad that because I don't think I'd put that in. See, I can't remember anything these days. It's such a mess. Ian thinks of 3 months. It's Mega Tug. That's 3:15 a.m. the UK. Trying to catch up at double speed. Thank you both. Hey, that's a good way to go, especially when I'm talking. I talk slow. It's Southern, so you can. I listen to book. Here's a random question. When you're listening to an audiobook, now there are some audiobooks that I'll listen to that I want the feel to, and like a horror book, I want that. But typically, like I was listening to, I can't remember, it was a book on mobsters, I think. Do you speed it up? Because I listen to audiobooks on, for sure, 1.2, but a lot of times I listen to them on 1.5. But I was wondering, do a lot of you do that as well? You know, if you do listen to audiobooks. So BK, thanks for the 5. A good friend of mine just lost her 24-year-old daughter, unaliving herself just a few weeks ago. Please get help. Yeah, it's so horrible, man. I had an uncle. I went through it when I was a kid. I loved him quite a bit. It was such a horrible situation. I'm just talking about this. This happened years and years ago, but just to tell you the kind of impact it has. He was an EMT, and he had a substance problem, and he had something had happened with ambulance. I'm not sure exactly what happened because as a little kid, I don't know, but he ended up getting told that he had to take a leave of absence. Not that they'll fire you, but he had to take a leave of absence. He had 3 kids, and he's married at the time. And I was at his house when all this happened. That was pretty horrible. But he had come in. He had talked about it. There was a big argument about it, and he had gone outside and out, those like the big utility sheds, especially back in the 80s, 90s kind, those big ones. He'd gone outside and hung himself in it. And it was horrible. And I saw the impact of that. I mean, I felt the impact of that because family, but he had 3 kids. And those 3 kids, they're the people who found it. It was awful. And it was a situation where his life wasn't done in that. He had an addiction problem, and he could have gotten help. He wouldn't have been fired. Yes, it would be something you'd have to overcome, but you'd be stronger on the back end of it. And it's sad, again, that people take those situations and they feel that they need to. And that is not a judgment thing on anyone either. It's sad. We do need more supports in life. And I'm glad people do reach out for them, I'm glad they do. So John, thanks for the 2 there. You noted also prayer there. We all love you. Indeed, you see all the support here for sure. Suzanne noted, loved that. Would love to hear back. Yeah, on the stream. Yeah, indeed. If you're here tomorrow, by the way, in the stream, if you're around, make sure that you tell us how you're doing. Every day, make sure that you tell people how you're doing. We want to hear back from you. And I want you to come back every day to the stream. Make it, if you would do this, make it something that you do. Again, I realize you may have work or something else, but if you can, I would ask that you come back every day and say hi, That way you can see that people, they appreciate you and that you're part of something. There are people around that do care. Sometimes you need to see that there. Hey, by the way, I had a PayPal come in from AK. I love the initials for AK. He dropped a 10 there saying, been on the playback crew. There are a lot of you on the playback crew, by the way. You're appreciated too. I appreciate all of you that watch stuff there. It's been good. Let's see, Emma. Thanks for the 2 there. My longest relationship is with depression. Yeah, I mean, yes, I don't know. At a certain point, I used to have, a long time ago, I got a situation where I had panic attacks, and it was weird. One day, I don't know what happened. One day, though, got to the point where it was kind of like a switch flipped. I understood. I could identify, like, this is stress, this is panic, this is whatever. And once that happened, I was able to deal with stuff a lot better. It's just amazing how that happens. But yeah, I hear you too. And Emma, thanks for the 2. My brother found his neighbor that way. So sad. Indeed. I mean, it's just, again, not to belabor the point. I'm just saying that when you're dealing with things, they are temporary. They are. Every situation is temporary there. And if you find yourself, like say you're dealing with illness or something, again, there are things in life that are valuable all the time. There are many things that there are situations that we deal with. It's a point of view. That point of view can be changed. It can. You just have to look at it. It's amazing how the human condition, you know, we have to have people help us with that sometimes. You know, if you need a support for that, make sure you reach out. I really, really want you to reach out to somebody too. But anyway, I don't want to belabor that point. I've talked about a lot, but that does worry me about a person too. When you get to the point like that, you do need help and you do need support. So I'm glad you reached out. But anyway, today I'm going to redirect you because it's Saturday to Flashcast. I will say this. If you get offended by stuff, don't go there. Okay. But if you want to have fun and laugh at a lot of stupid stuff, they cover pop culture, politics, whatever, you know, go over and laugh at things. Disagree, yell at people if you want. You can go and, you know, you can do whatever you want over there pretty much. As long as it's not channel damaging, you have fun there. But I know some people get offended over stuff. Remember, offense is not given, it's taken. So, you know, don't take offense. If you offend easy, just don't go. But if you want to have fun, then redirect over there. Like I said, the Yellow Flash is good people. He's a good guy. He's had my back many, many times. So appreciate y'all. I'm going to end here. We will probably do an earlier stream tomorrow, you know, because Hales has one usually around right at our time slot. So we usually do one about 3 hours early. So keep an eye out for that. And I'm going to end here. Appreciate you. See you.